with some technical difficulties.
I blame Joe.
Yeah, sorry, everyone.
Without a doubt. But now we're back. Carmen, how are you doing?
Good morning.
How bad do your pits stink from panicking and sweating?
No. Listen, I got here early today, so I was like, calm, ready,
There you go.
able to get everything done. Yeah.
Well, you did it. You pulled it off. Thank you.
You're welcome. I just always get nervous when I wasn't sure. I'm sure you weren't, but I'm just always get a little nervous when you actually can listen to best of.
Oh, you don't want me to hear it?
Yeah.
Why?
Just you. I don't know, because sometimes you're like, oh man, that's great, and other times you're like, why would you play that? Why is this even a best of?
This should be marked never play again.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know what to do.
That one was perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Maybe look back at a lot of things, like how my anniversary party never happened. Joe's not with that girl anymore, and you and Chad still aren't married.
Yep. You're welcome.
Yep. Yeah. It is what it is.
All right.
We do have some stuff to give away today. What are those things, Carmen?
We do. So we have tickets for Don Felder, Heart and Cheap Trick, Sunfest in West Palm Beach.
What is that?
Oh, Sunfest. Let's take a look.
With Cole Swindle, Billy Idol, The Fix,
Weird combo.
Nelly, Third Eye Blind.
Sweet.
It looks like a great show for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Bad Religion, Stone Temple Pilots.
Bad Religion is with somebody, and I
Social Distortion, I believe.
Social
Yeah.
Distortion.
That might be a good,
good
show.
show. Yeah,
Probably
it's a
on
good show
Tuesday
together.
night or something.
We also have tickets for Bret Michaels, and in Orlando, Aerosmith.
Oh.
All right. Let's do it right now with a little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. Gee, we're right back on track. Right where we need to be.
Bad Religion,
welcome.
Social Distortion at the Sound on Sunday.
Oh.
Is what it is. It's a Sunday, April 28th. So that's coming up.
It's a busy ass weekend. Got Santino on Friday. My brother's birthday on Saturday. My brother's gonna be 50. He's old. And then your brother has a birthday today.
My brother does have a
Well,
birthday
you looked
today.
at me like I reminded you.
Well, it's tax day, yeah. And it's my brother's
Yeah.
birthday. It's also the day Lincoln died, I believe, right? April 15th, I think it is.
I wasn't
A lot
there.
of stuff,
I
yeah.
don't know. All right, let's do a little bit of Sporkle. Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper, and back and sober today.
Woo.
Right?
Oh, yeah, Mike.
Somewhat.
I mean, somewhat.
As best as he could be.
Right. Yeah.
Carmen, what are we playing today?
Okay, today we're going to play 1990s songs by 5 words. So I'm going to give you 5 words within the song. You're going to give me the song. If you can't get it, I will also give you the artist, okay?
Yep.
All right, your first one. Mind Plays Tricks on Me. Green Day.
American
Basket
Idiot.
case.
Basket Case, Mike Calta. Kicking Dirt in My Eye. Michael Jackson.
Black or white?
Mike. I Want a Perfect Soul. Radiohead.
Creep.
Creep is correct. Pap.
Galvin.
Galvin gets the point. A Revolution from My Bed. Oasis.
Wonderwall.
Wonderwall.
Champagne Supernova. No.
A Revelation from My Bed. Oasis. Revolution. Sorry. Revolution. Hold on. Don't Look Back in Anger. Am I the Only One? Backstreet Boys.
Oh.
I Want It That Way. Backstreet's Back.
Am I the Only One?
Yeah.
Tell me why. Damn it. Is that
Backstreet Boys.
Well, I don't know. Trying something.
Everybody.
Everybody. I believe it's everybody.
No.
Yeah.
Wishing You Joy and Happiness. Whitney Houston.
I Will Always Love You.
Mike. Where I Drew Some Blood.
Under the Bridge.
Mike Calta. Something That Mommy Wouldn't Wear.
Jeremy.
Mike Calta. And Pap. We're halfway there.
Gio and Spanish not on the board. They both have 0. Galvin with 1 point. Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 5.
All right, we're playing 1990s songs by 5 words. Your next one, No one is around you. Destiny's
Say
Child.
my name.
Mike Calta. No info for the DEA. Notorious B.I.G.
Hypnotize.
The other one.
Call me Big Papa.
That sauce.
Mo money, mo problem.
I've always said that.
My saddle's waiting. Come and
Yeah.
genuine.
Pony.
Ride the. Is it just pony? Damn.
Yep, pony. Mike Calta. Buzzed, and it's all because Montel Jordan.
This is how we do it.
Mike.
Point Galvin.
Point Galvin. Color my hair. Do what? Shania Twain.
Feel like a woman.
Man, I feel like a woman.
Calta. Man.
Damn it.
Like a woman.
Let's go, girls.
Point Michael.
Yes, point Mike. Forget about me, Mr. Duplicity. Alanis Morissette.
You ought to know.
I'm singing
Galvin?
the whole song in my head.
Hanging out the passenger side.
Scrubs.
No scrubs.
No stop.
You gotta get that first word, man.
It's the garbagest garbage.
Mike
Michael?
Calta. I can touch the sky. R. Kelly.
Ignition.
Fly.
I can.
I
touch
believe
the
I can fly.
I believe I can fly.
I believe.
Thank
I
you,
can
Spanish.
fly.
Oh.
Mike Calta.
I'm out. See you guys later.
And Pep Pep. We're on the last three.
Spanish Geo 0. Galvin with 3, and Michael is your leader. He's winning with 10.
Oh, jeez.
By the way, it's still the funniest thing ever. I'm convinced I can swim. I believe I can fly. I'm convinced I can swim.
All right. Last three 1990 songs by 5 words. I like big butts and
Sir Mix-a-Lot. Oh, it's the artist.
Sir
Idiot.
Mix-a-Lot.
Baby
Got
Gummy back. Dummy.
Baby Got Back.
Spanish.
Spanish.
Idiot.
It's called a dance floor. Madonna.
Holiday.
Virgin.
It's called a dance floor.
Like a virgin.
Madonna.
And that's what it is. So Vogue. Yeah, I think it's like,
And your last one. Angela, Pamela, Sandra, and Rita.
Mambo number 5.
Spanish.
Hey.
That's it.
Your final score: Geo, a total of 0. Spanish with 2. Galvin with 3. And Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 10.
Spanish.
Yes, Michael.
Where are we ranking right now? What's going on?
You have 1 out of your next 5 wins. And the year totals, Geo is in 4th place with 4 wins for the year. I am in 3rd with 7. Galvin is in 2nd place with 22 wins for the year. And Michael, you are leading with 35 wins for the year.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Congratulations to line number 7. Good morning. Who is this?
Hi, this is Nina.
Hi, Nina. You're the winner today. Please hold. Carmen will grab you and we'll hook you up with a prize, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. If you're just joining the show, we had a little bit of technical difficulties this morning. We couldn't quite connect with the radio station, but we're here. We're queer, and we will not disappear.
Today is the 15th at 7:05, 7:03.
Something like that, yeah.
Also,
yes.
you want to make sure you download the free Bone app because at 8 o'clock, Bone Bonus starts back and you could win $1,000. So download the free Bone app. That way we'll give you the keyword and then you put it in the app. You'll have 15 minutes from the top of the hour and you could win $1,000.
I don't think I'm going to remember to do that.
Well, remember it. Remember it.
Help me.
8, 10, noon, 2, and 5.
That's correct. We will give you the Bone Bonus keyword. So download the app if you don't have it already. It's probably the only thing the app is good for. What do we have coming up in news, Galvin?
Coming up in news today, double duty, bad booty, and stand and deliver.
Oh, couldn't get that third Udi out of there?
Yeah, you know what? The third
Oh, all right. My bad. All right, Galvin's got your news. We'll take a quick break, come back, dive right into that. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. 90s just seems so far away, and 80s seems even further away to me. You tell me something from the 80s, it's when I was a little kid. You know what I mean?
I remember every time I think about being in school, I remember writing 1981 on the paper.
Oh.
Really?
You know what I mean? Whenever you put the date up top, whatever, I remember 1981. Writing 1981.
I remember 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, writing 2000 being like, whoa, double zeros.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Now we're 2024. We don't have flying cars.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, we got flying cars.
Well,
We just don't
I
have
haven't
flying
seen
cars.
one. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can get an electric car, but you can't get a flying car
Yeah.
yet. So.
And hopefully the electric car doesn't just explode into flames when you get hit by somebody.
And where do you fly? Do you fly high like an airplane, or do you fly like right above the highway?
Probably right above the highway. I would imagine they won't let you go too high.
So I would do it right
Yeah.
above the highway,
Hell
just so
yeah.
you could see, you could follow the roads.
You can flick everybody off as you're driving over them.
I remember watching Back to the Future as a kid, and the fact that they go to 2015
Oof.
was like, oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
like the future.
Yeah.
And now we're way past that.
Remember, all I kept thinking about, well, Back to the Future 2 was that awesome skateboard that floated. I used
The
to think that,
hoverboard.
yeah, that would be so awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some question about whether or not they actually created one of those, then realized they were just too dangerous because it was just magnets. You know
Right.
what I
Well,
mean?
they did have that. I did see it. I think it was on 60 Minutes or something, whatever, where they had it. But it wasn't. I don't know whether it was commercial.
Right.
They said they could do it, but it's a lot of stuff that goes into it. And
it was
stuff.
dangerous.
And you have to have a special surface because it is magnetic, where to be able to float and do that. But it was interesting.
Yeah.
Like that would be cool. You know how they have all the virtual reality things where you can go to the place and they have the walking the floor that they have. If they had one of those there,
Oh, yeah.
like hey,
Awesome.
try this out, Carmen. You'd love it. You get the blue wristband.
Yeah.
All right.
Blue wristband all day. Yeah, they just did a experiment where they were lifting stones, like mega stones, just using sound.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Vibrations.
Yeah. They've had like they didn't have speakers under the stones, but they were able to bounce the vibrations off the ground, and they hit the bottom of the stone, and it started to levitate. It's
So
super
really,
interesting.
really cool thing that they have. They have it for bass too, but they have it for drummers. It's called a butt kicker, and it's a sonic thing that screws into the bottom of your drum throne, and you plug in, and it doesn't have any sound. It's just sonic. It's just the vibration. So whenever you kick your kick drum, you can feel it in your body. So you feel that, and they have a platform where bass players, you can stand on this little platform and you feel the vibration. So you
That's pretty
don't
cool.
have to crank your stuff up to be able to hear everything. You can just feel it through your body, which is really cool until they say it's also breaking all of your bones. You know what I mean? Like something's going to
Shattering
slowly.
your
Yeah.
head.
At the end of the show, you go, "That was great," and all your teeth fall out or something.
dismantles your DNA.
Yeah, your liver is 4 times the size it's supposed to be because of all the vibrations.
I went to the store yesterday and I realized that people now used to be, hey, Cowhead. Now then it was, hey, Mike. Now it's, hey, don't trip.
Oh.
A lot of talk.
Yeah.
A lot of talk about the fall heard around the world.
Yep.
How are you feeling from that?
Thank you, Carmen. Thank you for being the only one
welcome.
concerned about my health.
My in-laws saw that, but they didn't know it was you.
Oh, really?
And they were just randomly talking about it. I go, that's
Have you
Mike.
seen the video of the fat guy falling?
You should see this moron fall.
And I go, that's Mike. They're like, Mike Calta, you work with? I go, yeah.
No. Oh, that idiot.
So back to Carmen's question, how are you feeling?
Yeah, how are you
Oh,
feeling?
my knee hurts really bad, but everything else is pretty. My knee and my elbow hurt, but I'll get over it. They kind of limited my mobility this weekend, but it wasn't so bad. I mean, we watched the UFC fight on Saturday, and that was good. I just got to sit there and do nothing, so it was cool. It was a great excuse to get out of doing some things. There was a little fair here where I live.
Oh,
And I was like, I can't walk around.
No.
Can't go on the rides.
I mean, get the cart.
There's a lot of tripping hazards around there, Michael. You don't want to go there.
Yeah.
you get Amanda to like bring you some food or make you a sandwich or just I can't.
Yesterday,
Oh, it hurts.
I knew yesterday was my only day. I kept going until finally I got she handed me something. I go, okay, I'm done now. I got it.
Yeah.
She did everything for me yesterday. It was wonderful. She made me dinner. Oh, I had a pizza yesterday, a frozen pizza. It was disgusting. It tastes like chemicals.
What was it?
Gross.
Do you know?
Red Baron.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
man, you don't
No.
like the Baron?
I don't think she cooked it very well. I'll put it back on her.
Or she just sprayed it with fantastic
Oh, no.
before she gave it to you.
Yep, that too.
Oh, your knee hurts? Really? Just spraying the pizza down.
Today's officially diet day.
Oh, really?
Man.
Tax day?
official.
You're putting taxes on your fat?
Yeah. I don't want to get fined.
I'm literally down like 14 pounds.
Really?
You're still down from the
I didn't
squirts?
Eat, I didn't eat for a week almost. Yeah.
Oof.
It was nice.
Carmen, how did we saw you lost some water weight for sure.
Sweat away, yeah.
Sweating in your bed and stuff.
Oh my God, that was insane. Yeah, I'm down like 5 pounds,
Yeah.
but I don't have as much weight to lose as Gio. So
Well, I was going to say it in a nicer way, but all right. There you go.
I'm a surfer. He's not.
I feel like I was touched by the devil's hands. And
No.
seriously, the devil was in my belly.
yeah.
It was on fire. It hurt.
If you had anything close to what I have, I am so sorry because
Yeah.
oof,
Oh
it
my-
is brutal.
You guys think you ate something or caught something?
Caught something.
Caught something because
What about Todd?
I talked to Monica and she said there is like a flu going around.
Oh, Juliana's down. She's been out of school for like 3 days. She's had a
Right.
fever and she's feeling terrible, but she's not crapping.
Joe didn't seem well on Friday.
No, I think Joe was off on Friday.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't because of the sickness.
So what is your do you have like a goal or anything, or what are we
Yeah,
looking at?
Lose weight.
Well, no, but I mean, this time next year we'll be on the cruise. Well, actually getting back from the cruise, but you could easily, if you did it, lose over 100 pounds.
Yeah. No, I know. That's yeah.
Now, what are you doing as far as your diet? Like just eating, you working out, you on a
Yeah.
specific diet, like no, carbs
It's,
or
I got these protein shakes. I'm doing 2 shakes a day and then 1 low carb dinner at night.
okay.
Which I think if I get in the mindset of it, won't be a problem.
Nah.
You just have to, like when I did Dr. Urshan's diet, which is an effective diet, but it's just very strict. I just said I agreed to do it for 40 days, and he said you could lose 40 pounds in 40 days, and I said okay. And I was like, this is going to suck for 40 days, but I'll try it out for 40 days, and it went really well. I mean, it works very well, but then the minute you go off the diet, you're like, back up again. So
You fast at all? Are you doing any fasting?
No,
Intermittent
dude,
fasting?
I'm telling you right now, when we fasted that one time when we were trying to do it, it made me so nauseous that I'm
Really?
afraid to do it again.
Oh,
Well,
man.
you need to start slow. So just start with the 16-8, basically, where you fast for 16 hours and then you can eat for 8 hours. And do that for a week and build your way up, and then do a 24-hour, and then go back to the fast, and then wake, and then. But you just got to build yourself up, because if you just go into straight fasting for 3 days, you're gonna feel sick.
We didn't do it 3 days. I think we were trying to do it for 24 hours, and after like
No,
16 hours, I was like, woof.
You did it for 24 hours.
I broke that evening.
Yeah. Spanish did it for 24 hours. Joe did it for 24 hours. Galvin did it for 2 days. I did the full 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
I whenever I tried to do the fasting the one time, I did it wrong because like you were saying, Carmen, I started out with the 16-8, and for the 8 hours where you can eat, I ate the entire 8 hours, like for just 8 hours
Yep.
of eating pasta, and they said no, that's
No,
not.
that's not what the plan is. No.
Yeah.
Have you thought about getting what Bobby got?
Yeah.
With the operation?
More seriously now than before. But I don't know.
He's tiny. Like I don't think he's ever been fat.
Well,
Looking at
Carmen,
him now,
it's
insane.
I almost posted a picture of me and him yesterday, an old one, and I couldn't post it because he was so fat in it. But I didn't really realize that until looking at him now.
Unrecognizable.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is, when did Bobby film his special, and then when did he get the surgery done?
I don't know.
I think it was close, though, right? Wasn't it? I think it was within a little while after he filmed his special that he got the surgery done.
Probably, yeah.
Like, wouldn't you just go, let's push it off for another, you know what I mean?
Because he's funny fat.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I know. But also now, he looks at that special and goes, oh, my God, what's going on? Because, like, whenever he was in here and Joe showed clips, you're like, that's 2 different people.
Yeah.
Right.
Do they have to put you under for that? Do they put you under for the stomach surgery?
Oh, yeah. That's like a legit surgery.
I mean, not in Mexico.
They tickle you while you're doing it. If you're like, I feel pain, they're like, how about Migs call me Friday and was like, yo, come meet me in Coachella? And I'm like, no.
Coachella.
Yeah. I was like, kind of want to go.
Come on.
Yeah.
It would have been great.
Because he does it right.
Yeah,
they
right.
have like a tent. They're not. Yeah, they're not.
Yeah. Got to see Billie Eilish out there.
Tell him to send the private jet. I'll see you in a couple hours.
That was the other thing. I don't. There was nothing that I looked at that was like, oh, I got to go see this person. Like,
Really?
I feel like it'd be cool to hang out there, but
You got Lana Del Rey. You got
Nope.
Deftones are out there. Doja Cat.
Oh.
like Doja Cat.
You got Tyler, the Creator.
Sabrina
I like Tyler the
Carpenter.
Creator.
Lil Uzi Vert.
Oh,
I like
hell
Tyler
yeah.
the Creator, but I wouldn't drive to the Sundome to see him, let alone go to Coachella.
What about DJ Snake?
No, too much. Too scary. Wouldn't it be great if it was just Guy Kid going, I'm a snake, with beats behind him?
Jean Baptiste
No.
was out there. He's good though. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
but
very talented.
reminds
Yeah,
me
you're
of the
not
idiot he
gonna.
works with.
Taking Back Sunday.
Yeah.
Nope.
Lil Yachty.
Feeble Little Horse.
Little Yachty doesn't sing that song that goes yada 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 yada. Isn't
No.
that weird?
And it's body. Yada.
No, it's yada yada yada.
Juju. Double J W Double J W.
I don't think you can say that.
Yeah, I feel like no.
I'm fine. Purple Disco Machine. Bleachers. DJ Seinfeld. What's the deal? What's up with the beat?
Play the speed faster.
Oh, damn. JoJo's out there.
Siwa?
No. The do you remember her when probably like early 2000s?
JoJo,
Yeah. She's gorgeous.
Orlando was like the first person to play. That's like his little sister.
Yeah. She's got a great set of legs.
Now she was like a little kid back then.
Yeah.
You got T-Pain. Diplo.
Diplo I like, T-Pain I like,
Yeah.
Fat Joe.
Fat Joe I like,
Bicep.
Yeah.
Lean Back.
Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah, I'm naming them.
Oh, all right.
Come on. What are you jumping on my
I'm
stuff
very
for?
excited.
So far, nothing would make me go to Vinoy Park, let alone Coachella.
I saw that
Skin
No
on
Doubt played for the first time.
That
in,
I saw, and
10
Olivia
years.
Rodrigo was out there with her.
Yeah.
That was pretty hot.
Let's go.
You go. Tell me about it.
I would go.
Do you, if you went with Migs, do you have to dye your hair blue?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whole family.
Yeah. Oh, this was one that you like. Ice Spice.
Oh, yeah.
I do like Ice Spice. I like a lot of these bands, but none of them would even make me go to see them in concert.
I think you've aged out.
yeah, like
Coachella seems like a young kids thing.
They got an old people
There
section.
is nothing. There is nobody that we named that I have any interest in. seeing.
right, like back in the day when Jay-Z was there and Beyonce was there, and the Beyonce performed Eddie Vedder, and I'm like, those are the kind of things that like,
Yeah.
yada 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 yada. I'm not going to that.
You don't want to see Clowncore?
No.
They're great. I'm not gonna lie.
Clowncore sounds like a genre of music.
It's two guys, a saxophone player and a drummer, and they're pretty intense.
And they-
but
and
it's
all
Sounds
their
like they're
music goes-
gigolos.
Yeah, so I think they're both like classically trained musicians, so they play hardcore rock, and then every once in a while they'll sprinkle in like these insane jazz breakdowns. You're like, how are these the same guys playing this music?
Yeah,
Oh, they're
definitely
dressed
not
as
going
clowns.
to that.
Yeah, they were clown masks, I think.
I don't like anything about
Is
it.
that like you see the Sasquatch that plays saxophone?
It's similar. It's
Is it like
similar.
that?
Yeah. But they're incredible.
I love a good
musicians.
gimmick. I do.
Yeah. They did a whole album where they recorded it in like a little mini Astro van. It sounds great.
They are speculated to be drummer Lewis Cole,
Yeah.
and saxophone player Sam Gendel.
And Lewis Cole is a phenomenal drummer.
There was a band in St. Pete that used to dress like werewolves from Teen Wolf, and we had them.
Awesome.
They opened at 97X one year. for,
Yeah, what was the name of
next
their
big thing.
band? Was it?
Wolf something?
Yeah,
Wolf.
I remember seeing that. And I was like, "That's funny."
Yeah, they had like the basketball uniforms from Teen Wolf, but they were
right.
all dressed like werewolves.
They used to have a band called the Sofa Slugs,
Yeah.
which I slapped the crap out of one year at Livestock because I thought they were trying to steal from us. But their gimmick was they used to leave a sofa. They'd go get a sofa from Goodwill, and then they'd leave it wherever you played for like advertisement. And I go, that's actually pretty smart. And then I remember Morgan, who I worked with, goes, yeah, until you're the guy who's got to get rid of the sofa. And I went, my bad. I get it now.
It was Wolf Face.
Oh,
there you go.
that's funny.
Yeah, you just tell those guys, take it with you.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Wolf face. Anyway, welcome to the program today. We're off to a little bit of a late start because we had some connection issues, but we are here. Mm-hmm. We've got money to give you with the Bone Bonus coming up in less than a little bit more than a half hour. But let's right now dive into news with Galvin.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
I'm very well rested and ready for the show today, but there's something, now we're off a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, because it threw a wrench in the beginning of the show, yeah.
Can I point this out and please just email me? Don't call Carmen. Don't go to her. I need a dent guy. I need a guy to take out a couple of dents out of the Sprinter.
Oh,
like
Michael. Joe's your guy.
Oh,
What do you
no.
mean Joe's my guy?
Joe
plunger?
got a huge dent out of my fender one year with a citronella candle. That is a
That's a true story.
true story.
No, this is not that kind of dent. You're talking about a fender
Yeah.
dent with a plastic thing. And you just warm it up and push it out.
Pop that bad boy out.
I got a couple little knots in the back that like
right.
people have hit us or.
Okay.
Dings.
Right. What I want to do is I want to wrap the Sprinter, and I can't until everything's been. So it doesn't need to be painted. It just needs to be smoothed out,
Okay.
bondoed, or whatever they do to it. So
Sorry,
if you guys
Joe.
do that,
All right.
you could hook me up with a good deal for the Sprinter. Please email me. I'm not looking for anything for free. I just got to get it done. So,
What are you wrapping it with?
wrap
Your face.
All right.
Pete, all the rap and stuff that Pete does, they don't have people that do the pull the dings out.
He's like, I can find somebody for you. Because he doesn't do that. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't know whether they were guys before they do the rap.
And I'm
They
like,
do
I'm
the-
going to find somebody. I'm going to find somebody in my listening audience who's like, I could do this in 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Let me know if I need to bring the candles, Mike.
Don't. It's okay.
All right.
It's okay. Save it for when we have bugs.
Joe is the Ding King of St. Pete. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Ding King
He's-
of St.
He's
Pete.
Ding King of St. Pete, you know?
I like it.
Yeah.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. You've heard these famous names: Tom Brady, LeBron James, Carmen.
I know Carmen. I don't know the other ones you refer to.
They all have something to do with pickleball. Those guys own teams. Carmen plays occasionally.
True.
But if you're looking to get into the pickleball and you need some shoes, well, I suggest Pelt Shoes.
May I suggest don't wear flip flops? That doesn't work out
No,
for you.
and don't play in your backyard either. They have all the different styles and brands you need. They got Skechers, New Balance, K-Swiss, and Asics for the pickleball. Or if you're looking for other court shoes, athletic shoes, they've got walking and running shoes there. I always say, man, Ultras are unbelievable. Ultras with an A. Check those out. They're shaped like your foot, so they fit and they're super comfy. And don't sleep on the Skechers. I love the Skechers. And everybody loves the Hey Dudes. They have those there as well. Stop into a Pelts. They have 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. When you stop in, make sure you tell them Galvin from the Mike Calta Show sent you. So today is tax day. Who got it done? Who got their stuff done? Oh, Mike raised his
Extension
hand.
time.
Gio, extension.
I got an extension.
Well, I do have an
Extension
extension
time.
too, but I turned all my stuff in already.
Mine was
Joe,
like a month ago.
you don't have to worry about it. If you make under $10,000, you don't have to
Okay. Oh, I don't have to do anything.
I would
All right,
guess that
good.
Joe hasn't paid taxes in 10 years.
No.
That's not true.
He's not even on the grid. They don't even know.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
alive.
He's not even on the
Nah,
grid.
yeah.
You're listening, IRS. That's not true. I pay all my taxes.
I mean, he does. He funnels it all through Ding King LLC.
Yeah, you have to. You know what I mean?
By the way, so let me ask you this. Should I post my wins on a Hard Rock Bet?
I mean, it's up to you. Why would you or wouldn't you?
Well, there's a few things. One, I don't want to come across bragging or anything like that. But then there's other people who are like, oh, post your losses. Then there's other people that are like, the IRS is going to come for it. Hey, snitch, shut up.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. So I learned this years ago. I do gamble a lot. If you have a significant amount of winnings in your gambling and you have to claim it, you also get to claim your losses.
Yeah.
So it's not like I won one time so much money that they made me fill out a tax form right there in the casino.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Hand pay is what they call that.
And I gave it to my accountant and I go, is this going to screw us? He goes, is this the only gambling you did? I go, no, this was right away on my first day of a 4-day trip. He's like, yeah, did you win every day? I go, no. He goes, okay, so you have to claim your losses too.
Yeah.
I went, oh, that makes sense. So
So then how do you keep track of your losses?
if I went to away for the weekend, I took 10 grand with me and I came back with 8 grand, well, then I lost 2.
Okay, but I'm just saying, so you keep track of that.
But
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
also
Personally.
you can actually also go to the casino and they'll give you a win-loss sheet.
Okay.
How if you use your card?
If you're using your card, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, look, it's not impossible to keep track of. Now, if you're doing it on hey, I go to the Hard Rock twice a week or once a month or whatever, you're gonna have to do a little bit more bookkeeping there. But that's how it works out. Just because you won doesn't mean they're going to take you away.
When I go to the casino, they print me a loss sheet.
Lost, yeah.
They have the biggest smile when Gio shows up. They're like, he's here again. This guy.
Galvin had some pretty significant victories on Saturday during the UFC fight and some losses.
Yeah.
So I don't. You like if I posted all of my losses, it would have been funny if I would have been like, "Here's my sheet," and they're
Yeah.
all white. But really, nobody wants to see when you lose. They want to see a good one when you win.
Right.
It's encouraging,
Yeah. I like it.
I love seeing others be happy.
43% of Americans say they spend more time avoiding doing their taxes than it would take just to get them out of the way.
That is true. I avoided my taxes for and I'm going to get money back, but I avoided it so long because it takes me so long to sit there and go through all my paperwork and gather all my information and all that, then send it over to the accountant. So it was a pain in the ass. That's why it took me so long.
It says the average person spends about 8 hours a year stressing over doing their taxes.
I didn't stress. It just was a pain in the ass.
There's some tax day food deals, Carmen. You want to get some food for getting your taxes done? Krispy Kreme, they have buy a dozen donuts at full price and get a second dozen for just the sales tax, no matter what state you live in. So that's over 90% off. They also did that last year. So buy a dozen, get the second dozen just for the sales tax.
They won't be fresh, but good. That's good.
Grubhub has a $15 off deal for April 15th. You spend at least $25, use their code TAXBREAK on qualifying orders. That's one limited to the first 1,000 people who use it. Who did we say was McDonald's and Krispy Kreme, because now we said they were going to have them the shake, right?
Yes.
McDonald's is doing the Krispy Kreme donuts. Yeah, that'll be good.
It'll be nice.
BJ's Restaurant and Brew House has a 10/40 deal. $10 off any $40 purchase for delivery or takeout. And California Pizza Kitchen has a similar deal. Hooters has buy one, get one wing deals. Buy 10 wings, get 10 free.
Yeah, maybe we start the diet tomorrow.
Yeah. Hooters.
Protein shake.
Dave and Buster's has 50% off all food between today and April 28th if you join their rewards program. And White Castle has 15% off April 15th if you use the code WC15 off. We do not have White Castle here, but over in Orlando.
Orlando, and if you go there on the 15th, you may not get to the front till the 16th. So.
But their competitor, who we do have, Crystal, has a buy one get one slider deal with the code BOGO Crystal.
Ooh,
yeah, right. Crystal, if you get them minus the mustard, they're a lot more White Castle.
Yeah,
I don't know if there is an end to how many Crystal burgers I could eat.
Yeah,
I'm ready to find out.
Would you prefer White Castle or Crystal?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter to you?
I mean, I like them both. They're both different, but my body is used to white Crystals.
Who do you think could eat more white or sliders? You or me?
I'd be willing to take that challenge.
Yeah? Oh.
Like when you say about shrimp.
Do we throw John Brennan in the mix? John Brennan can eat.
Yeah, I think when it comes to those little burgers, I could go.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's embarrassing how many I think I could eat.
We used to go, when I lived in Illinois, we'd go to White Castle and get like family meals for ourselves.
Yeah.
Where you get like 3 drinks with it, 9 fries, 28 burgers, and you're like, anybody want anything else? No, it's just me? Okay.
What is the rule when you're buying them late at night? How many do you get?
50?
No. If you're by yourself.
Oh.
You get 5. Because when you eat that 4th one, you're like, I wish I had one more.
Oh,
So you got to order
10.
Yeah. I don't think you're in the race.
He's not in it. I'll take his
I didn't
spot.
want heartburn.
I went to the one in Orlando, the White Castle, and I had 15 just by myself.
Yeah, I didn't see you can't. It was like when you're coming home from Ybor City and you roll into a Crystals and you're like, I want to eat these on the way home.
Yeah.
Also,
You get the
good.
family plan.
Also, question. Are you doing singles? You're not doing doubles?
No. Singles.
5.
Rookie.
My daughter had 5.
Yeah. Come on.
Times they are changing.
Happy Monday.
Terrible. Women in the U.S. have small butts.
Yeah.
Well,
the worst.
comparatively
Fake.
to other countries, the country where the women have the biggest butts is, where do we think?
Colombia.
Biggest
Brazil.
butts. You would think Colombia. You would think maybe Brazil. No.
Netherlands?
No.
Switzerland.
Sweden is up there. They're number 3. Argentina is number 2.
Ooh.
Number 1, biggest butts, South Africa.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Let's apartheid those buns. Right?
Yeah.
That's weird. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
South Africa with the biggest butts.
There was nothing better than walking around Amsterdam and just seeing all the women. The Joe calls it walking around ass.
That's what they got.
Because they walk or bike ride everywhere, and dude,
Glutes.
everybody's legs are
Keep it
just
tight.
stacked.
Everybody
man.
bikes everywhere, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
It's weird that we don't do that in this weather.
It is weird. And
They have them downtown, but
Yeah.
like to get downtown.
The cities are set up differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also like whenever I moved down here, I used to live in the apartments that were right behind the studio over there, and it was 0.2 of a mile to get from my apartment to the studio. And I would go so close I can walk, and people would go, "Do you?" And I go, "No," because I don't want to show up sweaty to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's 80 degrees, and walking just 0.2 of a mile, you're like sweating and stuff, and then you're in there, and then your sweat all dries with the air conditioning, and ugh.
I was talking to one of the when I was at one of the bars in Amsterdam. I talked to somebody about this because they bike and they have like a 3-mile bike to work every day there and back. And they said that they're at the job. It's just because everybody bikes. They have like a whole showers and all this stuff for everybody.
That would be
and,
great.
Yeah, and it's all everything is free.
I
to show
remember
up.
on The Office when Jim started riding his bike to work and he was just all sweaty. He's like, this doesn't
not
really
good.
work out. A new poll of about 100 CEOs have found that 30% are seriously thinking about shifting away from the 5-day work week. That's how many said that they're considering 4.5 day or 4-day or 4.5 day work weeks. 4.5 day usually means Friday would be half day, or 4 days, you just get Friday off. But it depends on your job. A lot of us would be willing to work the same number of hours to make it happen. It says a poll in November asked people if they'd be willing to work 10-hour days, 4 days a week. 77% said that they have a positive impact on their life, including almost half who said extremely positive.
Yeah.
So working, you'd have to work more hours. Well, I mean, same hours, just shorter, less days, whatever.
Yeah.
So 10 hours a day, people are going to do that? Oh.
I don't like that.
Yeah,
Why?
I think people start getting antsy.
You think
8
so?
hours, yeah. They're like,
Yeah.
all right, let's go. 5 o'clock.
Listen, I think if you just told people, get your work done, you can leave
Right.
at noon on Friday.
Yeah.
Just get your work done.
Yeah, as long
That's
as
it.
you have your work done.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't, you stay. You get done, you go. That's it.
Do you
But
even
then
come
wh-
in Friday, though? I just say Friday off. Just get your work done in the 4 days.
If you can get it done by Friday, take off.
Well, but think about like the sales. You know what I mean? Like, how do you
Because if you
just
have to read a
determine if
quota,
their job is done?
if you
know
have
what
to
I mean?
meet a quota of sales, if you have to sell, $10,000 a month, and you're at 10,000 or 9 and change, you can take that day off. But if you're
But that's
at
only
2,000,
Right, but that's only like that would be like the last Friday of the month because like leading up to that.
Yeah, but if you're way ahead, if you're already
Right.
ahead, if you're halfway through the month and you already have 10,000, you can kind of coast if you want to. But also they get commission and stuff, so you have your phone on, especially like for sales. You just do a little work every once in a while. That's fine.
And a lot
But
of
you're
those
not
people work
going
from
into
home
the office.
anyway.
Yeah, you're not going into the office and sitting there and doing all that stuff. Yeah, that sounds terrible. I think sales would be the last thing I would want to do.
Yeah.
too. I don't
Yeah.
like all that pressure.
Yeah.
I don't like all that pressure, and mostly I don't like having to warm up to people and be like, "Hey, Bill, good to talk to you." Oh, Christ, I wish sales are more normal. What do you need? More customers? Here, buy some advertising. We're
Yeah.
good. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I just hate that whole schmooze. How's
Yeah.
the family? How's
Ask
Mary
us.
and the kids?
Yeah.
Right.
I see on your photo on your desk here, you fish. Oh yeah, I was on a great trip last week.
And then you have to go fishing with them.
Yep. Do you play golf?
Like, it's weird. In some cases, you meet clients or potential clients and you form a relationship. You get a friendship going. That's happened with me. I've been friends with guys like Bob Murray and Steve Hurley for the past 20 years. But then there's some that you just I don't even know. You know what I mean? Personally, it's just that's all business.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I have a hot or not for you guys.
Oh yes.
Wait, may I jump in real quick?
Yeah.
Later on in the show, I have new music.
Oh.
So please don't let me forget that.
All right.
All right. Here is your hot or not. Listen to the facts, and then we'll make a decision here. So Jessica Sawicki, who is 37 years old from Point Pleasant, New Jersey, is an English teacher at Hamilton High School West in Trenton, New Jersey. She is accused of sexually assaulting the student at a wildlife management area in Upper Freehold Township on multiple occasions. Sawicki and her student were caught in the states of undress by officers from New Jersey Fish and Wildlife on Sunday. Sawicki allegedly admitted to authorities that she and the teen had rendezvous in unprotected sex at least 5 times since December in a state-owned wildlife management area, according to the affidavit of probable cause. So she is 37 years old. She is an English teacher. She's going up to the old old wildlife area there and banging her student. They got busted in states of undress, and she says that she had sex with the teen, unprotected sex, at least 5 times since December. Mike Calta, Jersey girl, hot or not?
Point Pleasant Porker. I say not hot.
Oh, yeah? The 3 Ps.
The 3 Ps.
You say
Point
not hot.
Pleasant Porker.
Gio, what do you think?
Yeah, unprotected, up in the wild, not hot.
All right. Spanish?
Probably take a shot at one of them animals.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm going Point Pleasant fatty, but with a PH. I think she's hot.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
All right. Carmen, what do you think?
There is no way she is hot.
No way.
No way.
Impossible.
She likes nature.
Not pleasant is what
Making
you're
some
saying.
dirty kid from Trenton.
Spanish, you're on an island. You say pleasant with a PH.
Yeah.
The rest of the guys say no, not hot. Pep, show me Point Pleasant.
Oh,
She's hot.
yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Really hot.
Yeah.
If Joe could make it bigger,
Yeah,
it'd be
it's
great.
so small.
Take it easy.
Oh,
Yeah, she's hot, man.
Really hot.
Yeah.
She's a Point Pleasant pretty.
Yeah, she is.
Wrong right into the P's.
Fatty, give me that thickness.
How you like that?
Thickness.
How you like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Spanish wins that one, but you guys have a chance to redeem yourselves as I have another hot
Yes.
or not for you.
Yes.
This comes out of Nebraska, Douglas County, Nebraska. Deputies arrested a woman accused of sexually assaulting a 17-year-old. On April 13th, a little before 3 a.m., deputies were called for a suspicious car parked at the dead-end road. Suspicious. Deputies saw 2 people in the back seat of a gray Honda Pilot, one of whom got into the driver's seat and headed northbound until they crashed into a yard about 2 blocks away from the scene. The driver, a teenage male, fled from the vehicle on foot. The other person in the car was a female, identified as 45-year-old Erin Ward, who was putting her clothes back on in the back seat when deputies approached. Ward is a substitute teacher at Burke High School, and deputies say she admitted to having sexual relations with the teen. Around 4 a.m., deputies found the teen victim. Both the teen and Ward were taken to the hospital, treated for minor injuries from the crash. Ward faces 1 count of felony sexual abuse by a school employee. So she is, this is out of Nebraska, and she is 45 years old. She's a substitute teacher. Her name is Erin Ward. She's in the back seat with the teenager, 17 years old, getting it on, doing a little dirty. He got so excited, he crashed the car. Mike Calta, hot or not?
What is she, a Razorback? Or a Cornhusker?
Nebraska,
Cornhusker.
She's a 45-year-old Cornhusker, not hot.
not hot.
Arizona's Razorback.
Yeah, no, corn-fed substitute teacher.
Oh, yeah.
hot.
Not hot. Spanish, what do you think?
Let me see them Huskers. She's hot.
You like it?
Hell yeah.
You're very, very, what's the word? Optimistic, yes, that's what I was looking for. Carmen, what do you got?
Oh, sorry.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know what happened. Teachers that bang their students that are female are hot. Always hot.
She is a sub, I will tell you that.
Yeah, I'm still going hot.
Okay? So you in Spanish both say hot. Mike and Gio say not hot. Pep, show me that Husker.
Yeah, baby.
Hot?
God, she's
Yeah?
really hot.
2 for 2.
Two hotties, yeah.
I like that.
Hell
Both
yeah.
of those should be legal.
Yeah.
Getting them kids.
Yeah. I mean, if they were ugly, it would be like illegal.
Get out of here.
So this one was a 17-year-old, so that's a little bit closer.
know.
Still, you know, I mean, it's still, listen, it's still
My
illegal.
son is
Carmen.
17.
Yeah.
He'll be 18 in August. Would I be that mad if she was a 45-year-old but smoking hottie like that one? I mean, I don't know if I'd be mad,
That's
but
his
I'd be like,
teacher?
come on. No, substitute. Didn't really know her.
Yeah. She's got them Huskers going. Yeah, she knows what's up.
And they've been dating since he was 15.
Okay, that makes
then
it.
I'm out.
Yeah.
No, still weird. Still weird. Yeah. Yeah. The other one that was 37, it just says sexually assaulting a student.
She was going
Doesn't
down
say.
because he was driving.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't say how old the student.
Gave her the garp.
Number one in the world, Scotty Scheffler has a new green jacket. The 27-year-old golfer won the 2024 Masters on Sunday in Augusta, Georgia, finishing the tournament minus 11 to score his second major championship win. So they boosted the total purse to $20 million, marking a new tournament high by $2 million. The largest payout, well, that's for the payout for everyone. So Scotty winning, he got himself $3.6 million.
Pretty good for a day, 3 days work.
By the way, I was looking, if you tie for like 30-50, you still get like $100,000 for playing 4 days of golf.
I was like,
nice.
Happy Gilmore's. Give me one of them big checks.
Yeah.
So, but this is still different from that live tournament that was
Yes.
in
This is the Masters.
Dubai. Okay.
Yeah, this is the PGA. This is the Masters, which some of the live guys, obviously they're back together now doing
They
that.
are, right?
Yeah, which is crazy because the PGA said if you go and play for live, you are done. You're out of the PGA. You're never coming back. Never happening, all this stuff. And Rory McIlroy was one of the guys who voiced, for PGA and, hey, I'm staying here and hopefully everybody stays here. Meanwhile, mediocre guys, listen, they're all way better than us, but I'm saying mediocre as far as pros go. We're going over, they're at the end of their career or whatever, and they go over to live, and live's like, we're going to give you $70 million.
that's what I
they were
thought.
making crazy money. And then after all this goes down and stuff, they go, yeah, we're all going to be back together. I would be so mad if I stayed with the PGA and didn't make all that cash.
I could fight a bobcat.
Nope.
Yep.
I could,
Beat up Rondé Barber.
for sure.
Definitely not.
Can't play golf.
Yeah.
Can't play golf. Will not even try to stretch that truth.
That we all believe.
Not
don't
many
like
people can.
I know. I mean, like I can't play it. Don't want to play it.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
It hurts my back.
And I'm playing this weekend.
Good
Wait,
luck.
what?
Yeah.
I have a golf tournament. All Stots golf tournaments this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, but you don't ever play, right? You just drive in the car.
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't know. I was thinking about playing this weekend. Because is Mag going? What's
We
the
are
deal with
not. We are not going. I guess we had talked to him. I guess he had talked to Joe, and Joe said that we weren't going, so he got some other people, which is fine.
Snub.
Yeah. That's all right.
Invite rescinded.
Yeah.
I know. Friday night. That's getting a little screwed up. I'm supposed to go they have the pre-party on Friday. I gotta go take my daughter to a concert on Friday night.
Oh.
Not excited.
Wait.
I have to take her to see Benson Boone, who I happen to like and think is good, but I don't want to go to a concert with a bunch of screaming girls. And especially outside.
That's how we like it. No screaming girls. That's why Pitbull Toddler has just dudes.
I don't want screaming kids.
Right.
That's what I like to say, yeah.
I actually talked to John Brennan about doing a little golfing.
Yeah.
You're going to Benson
I
Boone.
think
I was like,
Benson Boone.
No.
You guys will have a great time together.
I have not been golfing. I can't even remember when. But
Like if you
still
guys,
great.
if we
Still
went,
great.
if we went and played best ball, I would do that with you guys.
Yeah.
but I'm not going. I'm not going to a
scramble.
golf tournament.
We
Yeah,
could
like a
just,
scramble.
we could just go to Top Golf, enjoy some food,
That's even better,
smash
Yeah,
some balls.
that I would do. That's
you
fun
know?
too. Yeah. Put the best stuff back on, Carmen.
Yeah, we're going.
Wait, no.
Somehow UFC 300 lived up to the hype. It was billed as the greatest card in MMA history, and the action was everything you could possibly
It was
want.
great.
We didn't see official title changes at the hands of Alex Pereira and Zhang Wei Li successfully defending their titles. However, we did see a new BMF championship. By the way, do you know what BMF stands for, Spanish?
Fighter?
Baddest. Yeah, that's what it stands for. And I got to tell you, it was
They
awesome.
earned it.
Max Holloway dethroned Justin Gaethje in one of the most amazing endings you'll ever see in combat sports. If you missed it, we have it on Bone TV. So they're fighting. It's 5 rounds they're fighting. The last 10 seconds, Max Holloway points to the middle of the ring and goes, "Come on, let's bang!" And they just start.
He
going.
was winning.
He
had
was.
won
Yeah,
the fight.
he was clearly going to win the fight, which was dangerous for him to do that because if what's his name, Justin Gaethje would have caught him, he could have lost the thing. But they go in there and they start swinging, and with 1 second left, Max Holloway just catches him, and he goes doink to his knees and then straight down. Take a look at this. This is unbelievable. Watch. Here we go. But he points. Come on, right here. Let's go. And just start going like they're fighting in a phone booth, man.
that was
Just
pretty
swinging
cool.
like crazy. And then watch this. Ready? Bing! There. Oh!
Good night.
He is out.
There was a couple of those good night shots that night.
Yeah,
it
so
was pretty
Holloway's
cool.
explosive buzzer beater KO near to wall-to-wall dominance was worth $300,000 for performance of the night, which UFC CEO Dana White promised during the event's pre-press conference that the bonuses would be up to $300,000. Holloway was the big winner of the night, walking away with $600,000 in total bonuses because he and Gaethje also won a bonus for fight of the night.
Yeah, and they should all thank Jake Paul for their extra bonuses. Making Dana White feel stupid.
Yeah, or Dana White was already going to do that and had the fighter, hey, when they ask you, say 300,000. Okay, boss. Yeah. But yeah, those were some great fights for sure. And this is interesting. We're back, baby. Conor McGregor's comeback is now official. UFC CEO Dana White announced Saturday night that McGregor will fight Michael Chandler. The long-planned matchup in the event is going to be happening UFC 303 on June 29th in Las Vegas. The card will highlight the UFC's annual International Fight Week. White says the fight will take place at 170 pounds.
And we got bigger news.
Oh,
We're going to be giving away tickets to that fight.
ooh, look at that.
Hell yeah.
That'll be nice.
Give you more details as soon as they were sent to me, but that is happening.
McGregor. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. I say McGregor lose it.
Yeah.
To who is he fighting?
Michael Chandler.
McGregor always loses. He just talks a big game. He really does.
Yeah, I know.
He's talked himself into being a gazillionaire because he gets his ass kicked every time he goes in the ring. Or at least when he gets in the ring with Diaz, they both just beat each other silly, but not one doesn't really dominate over the other one.
That's the fight I want to see is
the third one.
because they
The
didn't have
rubber
the
match.
rubber match.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have the third one, man. But I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I don't
Yeah, but
know.
even now Diaz is kind of weird and with the boxing and this, I don't know.
Although I think he'd be motivated to kick McGregor's ass.
You're probably right.
You know, we'll see because
Diaz seems like any stranger could just walk by and go, well, I know you're afraid of Conor. And he's like, well, I'll fight him.
yeah.
dude, when he was here in Tampa for the Jake Paul fight, and the guy said something to him, and the guy's holding the beer, and he goes like that, gives him the flinch. The guy spills his beer.
I would have done the same thing.
Oh, 100%. But it's so great. Like, why are you saying anything to him? But Diaz won the first fight against McGregor. Arguably won the second because it went to decision.
Yeah.
I say, definitely could have went to Diaz. So, yeah, we need that third fight for sure. This is pretty interesting. Of course, Michael Jordan has not played in the NBA since 2003, yet his name remains synonymous with sports. He owned the Charlotte Bobcats, Charlotte Hornets for a little while there before selling the team last year. And media features like The Last Dance and Air have introduced him to a younger generation. Well, MJ receives a 5% royalty on all of the Nike Jordan brand revenue.
Right.
What do you think he made in 2023? So it's 5%. Think about that. 5% of the sales of the Jordan brand revenue for Nike. What do you think he made just last year in 2023 off of that?
So in 2023, I think I bought one pair of Jordans
yeah.
and probably maybe a couple pairs of Jordan shorts. So just that alone,
You donated to it?
I donated to it 20% at that point. But I'm just saying, like, it's still pretty prevalent in the shopping.
So he gets 5%. You want me to tell you what the total was?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, okay,
obviously
okay.
you can do the math and figure it out. 5% of $6.6 billion.
Jesus.
So he gets $330 million just off
Just
of
doing
that.
nothing.
Just off of that, by the way, obviously he gets more money for all kind of different stuff that he does. That's how how much he made last year, 2023, $330 million.
Good for you.
Yeah, that is unbelievable. Josh Gad is directing a biopic on Chris Farley. Do you already know who's playing him?
I do.
Do you guys know?
I don't.
I don't.
Who would you cast to play Chris Farley in a biopic? Who would be a good actor?
Who's the guy that was on Saturday Night Live, the fat guy for several years recently?
Oh,
Bobby Monahan?
yeah, that's who I'd pick.
Yeah. He's funny. I love
Yeah.
him.
I would pick
Drunk Uncle may be one of the funniest sketches.
Dan Fogler.
Nope. It's
Dan Fogler.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, Dan Fogler's the fat guy from Balls of Fury. With the curly hair.
Yeah. A little older, though. A little
Yeah.
older. Any other guesses?
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know
Fat
whether
Jonah.
he's fat or skinny
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, well.
The guy that he picked, former guest of our show.
What?
Yes, we've talked about him quite a bit.
Great actor.
Great actor. Serious actor? Funny actor?
Batista.
No?
Robert Kelly.
Who you got, Carm? Who you got?
What's his name?
Sound it out.
No, Austin something.
Yep. Powers.
What? No.
Austin Houston.
Austin in the van?
Austin
in the van.
Damn it. No. What is his name? He was. Oh, he's that guy. He's the guy who's in all the movies, but never like the star.
Nailed it.
Paul Walter Hauser.
Yeah.
From Cobra Kai and Blackbird. He did a great guest spot on It's Always Sunny as the Juggalo. Yeah, so he's going to be starring in the
can see
Chris
that.
Farley biopic.
He's great.
Yeah, he's kind of fat and he's funny and he's loud and I think he'll be good.
Yeah. We'll see. That'll be funny.
Really good actor.
Speaking of Saturday Night Live, Dua Lipa will do double duty as host and musical guest on Saturday Night Live on May 4th. This is going to be happening.
Two roles.
Tua, different things at once.
So pretty.
And then let's see what else we have. Oh, Billy Joel had the 100th. Billy Joel at Madison Square Garden. The performance aired live on CBS, and Billy Joel warned the audience that his singing may not be what it was long ago. He was going into the song, and he said, "Hey, there's some high notes. Take a listen." We have some audio from it. Here we go.
There's some high notes in this next song, which if I don't hit, you're going to go, "Oh, he can't sing to save his..." It's okay. I give you permission to grimace and make noise if I don't hit the notes. Anyway, just wish me luck.
Doing 100 shows at Madison Square Garden, and he could do another 100 if he wanted to. So I saw him one time at Giant Stadium where it was raining, and he said, "Listen, some of these notes may be out of tune because when the rain comes and hits the piano, that's what happens." He goes, "I could get you an electric synthesizer if you'd rather have that. That wouldn't go out of tune, but it wouldn't sound nearly as good as this baby grand piano."
Yeah.
So
we should use that next time we play out Pipple Tyler. Be like, "Yeah, it's human in here." Sometimes beer affects
our
the
bass
way
player's usually great, but
listen, beer definitely affects the way you hear us. The more you drink, we sound better.
I thought you were going to say bees.
Excuse me, guys.
Yes,
What,
we do.
Carmen?
We
What
have
do you
it.
got?
Do you want to do? You want me? I got it right here. Get it,
got-
Carmen.
Here we go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus. Sponsored by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
April. Head to the 1025 Bone app now. Enter April before 15 minutes past the top of the hour, and that $1,000 Bone bonus can be yours.
April.
Go
Ape. There you go. Go get your money.
Good luck, everybody. This is some sad news. John Oates says his half-century musical partnership with Daryl Hall has come to an end.
And we all know sexual relationships.
After months of public ongoing litigation between the two, he says, quote, "You can ask Daryl the same question," Oates told Rolling Stone in a new interview. "But yes, as far as I'm concerned, I've moved on. I feel like I have a new lease on my creative life." The drama between both musicians became public knowledge last November when Hall filed a lawsuit and obtained a temporary restraining order against Oates in an attempt to block Oates from selling his share of their joint venture to Primary Wave Music, claiming it would violate the terms of the duo's business agreement. Hall said he was blindsided by Oates' action and called them the ultimate business betrayal, while Oates says he was deeply hurt by his partner's accusations.
Here's the problem. No one's going to see Oates perform, but they
no.
will go see Daryl Hall perform.
100%.
Even though Hall and Oates together is way better than you think.
Sure. Yeah.
Because Hall could use Oates, but it doesn't need Oates. Oates
Right.
needs Hall.
Yes, 100%.
Like Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, because Garfunkel was the better singer.
Yeah.
He had the better voice, and Paul Simon went on to a full career, and Garfunkel funkled out.
Yeah.
He funkled
Didn't do anything. He was like, I got all this money and this weird haircut. I'm just going to sit home, hang out, smoke pot, chill out. And then Paul Simon went on to this huge solo career.
Crushing hits.
But the two of them, I don't know. The two of them were never like, hey, let's for the people. Like, when Paul Simon played Central Park, I thought for sure he would bring Garfunkel out. And he did not. Garfunkel was sitting in his apartment just watching from the window, shaking his head.
He had a shift at Domino's that night.
Yeah. Hey, Garfunkel's got the money, man.
Yeah.
They got the money, so neither one of them need the cash. But sometimes you just got to put the people who made you millionaires ahead of your little bitchy self. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what Hall and Oates' deal is. That sounds to me like it's a serious legal issue on who violated what agreement, you know. But for the love of God, if not Hall and Oates, they've been touring all these years. All right, wrap it up. Good, you fight now. Nobody cares. But when you get bands out there that wouldn't it be great if you saw Paul McCartney and he brought Ringo Starr out? You're like, oh my God, there's two of the Beatles. Which they do that.
I think
they do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, wouldn't that be great if you were out there and you were seeing them? If you see just these bands that broke up because they were kids and they had dumb fights, but then they had an opportunity to go do it again for the fans.
Look at the Oasis brothers. They refused to get back together.
Those guys just hate each other.
Yeah.
I watched a little of that this weekend.
Like legit brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Liam and Noel.
Yeah.
they were showing this is one time where they were practicing, and Liam says, my voice is shot. I can't do this before the gig. So Noel started singing so that they could finish practice, and then Liam walked out. And when it was showtime, Liam didn't show up. So Noel went out there and just sang. And then in the middle of the set, Liam shows up and is in the balcony heckling Noel. It's like one of the best stories ever.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's nuts. They're both alcoholic nuts.
Crazy.
Okay.
But that's another one. That's a band that would you put those brothers together and put them on tour. They wouldn't make it through the whole tour, but it would sell out everywhere.
That's like Chris and Rich Robinson back together. Black Crowes doing the stuff, and they're out with Aerosmith. But they seem good, but one thing.
Rich Robinson will screw up for sure.
One thing, and then it's all over. So who knows? We'll see what happens. But yeah, like you said, though, Paul Simon, you don't need Garfunkel. He's got enough hits, and he can do all this stuff. Hall & Oates, you just want Daryl Hall. That's fine. If you have your choice between Hall and Oates, you take Hall.
I'm excited for in a year when they reconcile and get back together and go on tour.
Well,
and
that's
there's
also
the money
good.
thing too. You know, hey, back together, catch them while you can. Let's see. We'll see what happens. Paul McCartney, I heard Nuno Bettencourt from Extreme said that he was they were getting ready for his show, and he was practicing some stuff, playing some things. And he hears from behind him, and he goes, "Ooh, that sounds expensive." The chord that he was playing, and he turned around. It was Paul McCartney, and he was like, "That's nice. What is that?" And he goes, "It's just something I'm working on." And he goes, "Where do you go from there?" And he goes, "And I stopped, and I thought I didn't have anything." He goes, "But what a perfect opportunity!" I asked him, "Where would you go?"
What would you do? Yeah.
You know how to write some songs. What would you do here? That's great. Finally, I saved the saddest news for the last, guys. This is pretty sad. Golden Bachelor couple, Jerry Turner and Teresa Nist, are divorcing after 3 months of marriage.
What?
Yeah.
You can't get it up anymore.
Sources say it's because she didn't want to leave her life and job in New Jersey. So
I watched
Isn't that something you talk about before
yeah,
you
I was gonna
get
say,
married?
nobody discussed that before they got married.
And he left this an older yoga instructor who was like into him 100% for this chick who was kind of like, he's nice, I've got money, he's got money, and now they're divorced.
Carmen, you're so right. And my wife and I did it, and it seems like you and Chad have done it. And most successful marriages have that discussion before. And my wife, I said, listen, I don't care if you work, but when we have kids, I can't stop work to take care of the kids. You're going to have to want to do that. And she said, I want to do that. And I was like, great. So, and then she said, but sometimes when the kids grow up, I may want to go back. That's fine with me. I'm not, I'm not prehistoric. I'm not trying to marry a woman. You won't go to work.
Where's my supper din?
Yeah. I'm hoping she kind of catches on with her new gig so I can retire earlier than I had hoped. So, but the thing is that if you have that plan laid out and you discuss it and you follow along in that plan, that's We're going to be way more successful in marriage.
How many people get married in one once they have kids and the other one doesn't? They think that they'll be able to change their mind and stuff, and they're like, "Yeah, no, I told you I don't want to have a kid," and then they get divorced because they wanted to.
And
that's like Darren and Chad.
I feel like that would break someone up. You know what I mean? Like, how did you get to marriage before you had that conversation?
Right.
Well,
those guys get married for TV.
Yeah, but there's too many people that think that they'll be able to change the other person's mind.
Yeah.
They say that now, but and that happens. Sometimes it does happen, but apparently not with these two old bitches.
Bats. Yeah.
My favorite word that goes old is coot.
Coot's good, yeah.
Or she sucker, but you can't say that.
Don't do that.
That is it for news.
All right, Galvin, thank you. I'm very excited about this. I have new music for you.
Okay.
It's listener submitted music.
I was just about to ask, will I know this?
Hell yeah.
But maybe not.
It comes with a story.
Okay.
And I have not listened to a second of it yet. It probably, when we put it on, we probably may go, this is the greatest song I've ever heard.
Definitely.
Or we could be like, this is crap. I feel bad if we crap on a listener, but
hey,
listen,
if you're putting it into, listen, they don't want to be crapped on. They want an honest opinion. We'll give them an honest opinion.
this guy wrote a song, and he is going from nobody writer of a song to getting played to 2 million people in Tampa Bay. Will we like it or not? That remains to be seen. I don't have a feeling one way or another. Like, I'm not like it's going to be terrible. It came with a pretty extensive letter of why he wrote the song and what the song means. And I will just tell you it involves Aerosmith. Okay?
Okay.
All right. We'll take a break and we'll come back. New music next on 102.5 The Bone.
You know I would join you anytime at Shark Coast.
Got so much going on this weekend. There's golf.
Benson Boone.
Oh, man.
Shark Coast.
These guys left you high and dry, so you can't golf with them now.
I know. I'm sorry.
I know. Well, I mean, that wasn't it. I didn't really plan on golfing with them. That would have been a nice save if that was the case.
Yeah.
But every year I'm worried about who I'm going to end up golfing with, but then I end up being with good guys. So it doesn't really matter. I just feel bad that those guys are expecting a celebrity.
Yo.
And they're like, you think it'll be Mike Calta or Warren Sapp? And then they're like, this guy from the radio? Although I will tell you, at one time they auctioned off the players, and I went pretty early, which was I was proud of. Yeah.
Also, newfound fame with going viral with the fall. They'll be like, every sand trap, and they'll be like, can you fall in the sand trap?
Hey, Mike, can you get my ball? Can you get my ball?
Ball guy.
I will not fall for you. I will not fall for you.
Isn't that an old Culture Club song?
I'll tumble for you.
I'll tumble for you.
I'll tumble for you. I love Culture Club.
Yeah, they had a bunch of hits, and they're such a different sound. You know what I mean? Like, nobody sounded like them.
Right. It was very 80s, but it's very, But
even in the 80s, nobody
it was
else
new in the 80s.
sounded like them.
Yeah. State of Florida is calling me.
Uh-oh.
Oh, jury duty.
No, somebody told me last time it's usually the school calling you if your kid is out, because my daughter is out sick. She's got a pretty nasty virus that's been giving her a good high temperature for a couple of days. Just thinking she had to go get tested for COVID and for flu and everything else, and she's been negative for all that, but she's still not doing good.
Josh, one of our listeners, said it's the norovirus that seems to be going around.
Nora.
Yeah.
Right. That is correct.
Yeah. Does it involve pooping?
Yes.
Do you think you had the norovirus?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. My daughter has not been pooping. She's just been blowing snot.
When Spanish tells a story, I get the snoravirus.
Hey.
Very sleepy.
Are you ready for some new music?
Sure, yeah. Love it.
Why? What?
You're right there.
You know why.
Just
You know why. So I got an email from a guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really long, drawn-out email, so I'm not going to read it. And I will tell you, if you have something to tell me or ask me, get to the point. Put in the first sentence.
Right.
Mike, can I have tickets to this concert? My wife really wants to go. If I have them, most of the time I'd be like, yeah, I'll give them. Yeah. I don't need to hear the drawn-out story. I'm not.
Don't need the preamble.
Right. I'm not like, well, let's see how desperate you are. I'd love to help you if I could. So just get right to the point. This guy, I thought he was asking for Aerosmith tickets. He may still have been. I did quit reading the email through it, but it's like a full page email. And it's about this girl, and this girl saw Steven Tyler at Aerosmith. I think it's his girl. And she reached out to him and he grabbed her hand like in the concert.
Oh.
And she said, "I love you," and he said, "I love you" back to her. And now he loves her and him so much that he wrote a song.
Oh yeah.
Called "She's in Love" with Steven. And I didn't. It's been so hard to read this email and have this and not listen to it
You
at
didn't
all.
listen to it?
Not Carmen on my kids' lives. Not 1 second of it.
You're a strong man.
I know, but I knew that I'd be playing it on the show for you today, and I knew what is this thing?
So do we know whether this guy's like doing all the instruments, or does he have a band, or?
I have no idea.
All right,
He
you
could
just
be
put a song
singing
together.
into his phone.
Okay.
He could be.
Might not even have any music with it.
No, I have no idea. Will it be good or bad?
Oh, it's gonna be awful.
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 What if he's just a musician from somewhere?
Okay,
plays
let's
in
see.
bars on the weekend.
Maybe.
Spanish. What do you think?
Just by the title, I'm saying she's in love with
She's
Steven.
in
You
love
said
with Steven.
Yeah.
It's called "She's in Love."
Oh, okay.
Parentheses with Steven.
I think it's gonna be great.
Do you?
I think we're gonna be like, oh my gosh, how amazing.
Gio?
I think it's going to be great, as in it's so horribly bad.
I mean, now part of me feels so bad because this is a listener who is sending me a song that he wrote from his heart about a situation, and we're going to play this and most likely mock it and destroy it. I feel terrible, but I'm also so anxious to play it.
Let me ask you this: did it come in through your work email?
Yes.
Is that what you're opening up in there?
Kind of.
Yeah. So you have to go up in the corner and click an exit thing. It's the worst
This thing
thing.
here?
Yeah. So if you go up there and click exit, that's why it's not playing. There you go. There you go. Now it'll work.
Are you ready?
Spanish
boy.
thinks a star is born today
Yeah.
here on this
Here we
show.
go, baby.
Really?
Yeah, Bradley. This is gonna be Bradley Cooper-esque.
There is only one star that has ever been on the show. La 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 la. I take that back. 2. Northern Star was pretty good too.
Oh, I missed that.
Stuck. Never
Never
gonna
gonna
stop.
stop.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, no.
No.
That was John Milligan.
Okay.
That sounded
For a
nice.
second, like, that was good.
Here we go.
By the way, Bert has achieved a level of fame where now he could just go backstage and meet anybody. I saw a picture of him and Mellencamp, and it was
Yeah.
just the two of them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just Bert now. He's just like, I'm going to go back there.
Are you sure that was John Mellencamp?
I don't know.
Are you
Okay.
sure it wasn't a pumpkin someone put a wig on?
I know, he didn't look great.
Whoa!
Really?
Somebody put in the comments, what did he get? The Mickey Rourke?
I thought he looked all right. He's got to be like 70 years old, you know?
But
All right. She's in Love with Steven,
Yeah.
making its debut.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah.
All right, you want to change your decision?
No, I'm
Still
sticking
think it'll
with
be
my
great? Okay,
the production
all right.
quality.
Same.
By the way, also, folks, if you're going to record a song, tune your guitar. Just put that out there.
Might be part of the thing. Here we go. Real quick, what are the vocals going to be like?
Met her at a concert. She loves Steven too.
Everybody agree with that?
I'm expecting a nice falsetto.
I'm with Gio on this one.
Met her at a concert. Comes with a good.
What
I got toys in the attic and rats in my cellar. I'm in the pink like a gecko umbrella. I ain't a rich man, but at least I'm breaking even. She may be my angel, she's in love with Steven. Took her to her first show out in Alabama. Back at the hotel, she had everything in hand. And when I think I'm getting ready to erupt, she said, just think, Steven's getting some 6 floors up.
Yeah.
She's in love with Steven Tyler. I give her everything that money can buy her. Say she's all mine, but that'd make me a liar. She's in love with Steven Tyler.
I love it so much.
That's great.
I love it.
She has these fantasies for the demon of screaming. Until I keep on dreaming the dream she's been dreaming. When she saw Steven with love at first bite, he can pump up the tires, but I still ride the bike.
Pump up the
It's
tires.
been a couple of years since we went and saw the band. That's when Steven finally touches. She has yet to wash her hands. She tells stories to her friends. Never admit it. She said she let me watch while her and Steven did it.
Come on.
Tyler, I give her everything that money can buy her. I'd she's all mine, but that'd make me a liar. She's in love with Steven Tyler.
I like it.
Yeah.
There's a lot left.
Steven, if you're listening, I'm trying to reach her. All she wants to do is meet and greet ya. A yes would be good. I'd even take a maybe that might stop her from saying that she's having your baby. She's in love with Steven Tyler. I give her everything the money can buy her. And say she's all mine, that'd make me a liar. She's in love with Steven Tyler. She's in love with Steven Tyler. She's in love with Steven Tyler. Joe ain't bad, neither is Brad, but she's in love with Steven Tyler.
Kristen Uno. Kristen Uno from Port Charlotte.
Hell yeah, Chris.
I'm in love with Steven Tyler. I love it. I give it a solid 7.
Here's a couple things.
Yeah.
One, like he's saying, like Steven Tyler could bang his girlfriend.
I'm in love with Steven Tyler. My wife's ready to show her vagina.
But he said that she told him he could watch. All I can imagine is him under the bed and Steven Tyler's gross feet walking towards
long toenails.
But also, we should give this song to like Ronnie D or anybody else that wants to do it and like really produce it.
Make it with like an Aerosmith sound, like a big band
like
kind
an
of sound.
actual band, and like re-record it and do it and see whether it makes it any better.
It sounded like he did the whole song with a clothespin on his nose.
Yeah.
I was like,
I don't know that he necessarily is more music. I don't know what it. I think he does.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know which one's his. Oh no, yeah, there it is.
oh yes.
There's one of him doing it live.
Yeah.
Like
He does it live?
Took it on the road.
Hold on. Kristen Uno of Port Charlotte.
Yeah. I'm a fan.
I'm in. Yeah. I can't wait to go see him.
She's in love with Steven Tyler about how he wants to watch his wife bang Steven.
Live? Oh, it's live in his living room. It's not live in Sally's Bistro.
No.
You're missing a couple notes there.
I got toys in the attic and rats in the cellar. I'm in the pink like a gecko umbrella. I ain't a rich
What does that mean?
I'm in the pink like a gecko umbrella?
Yeah.
Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, like in the
Wait. I'm going to look up Gecko Umbrella.
I mean, the toys in the attic I got. There's a Steven Tyler Aerosmith reference.
in the
But did he say toys in the rat in the cellar?
He said I got toys in the attic and rats in the cellar.
Rat. Okay, gotcha.
in the pink.
Toys in the attic and rats in the cellar. My wife wants to bang Steven and all the fellas. She probably, you think if Steven's like, what the get it down. What you want to do, me and Joe? She'd be like, okay.
Well, when you Google the meaning of Gecko Umbrella, Geico comes up. So,
Yeah.
So, nothing.
no.
You have a insurance policy umbrella.
That's right. I have a gecko umbrella policy.
For,
Well, there you go.
I get $500,000 if at any point Steven Tyler rams into my wife.
Well, there you go. That is the new music for you. Overall,
Bad,
huge
not
hit.
bad.
Thank
I
you very
like
much.
it.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Would you not go see Kristen Uno if he was opening up for
I would not.
Starstruck?
I mean,
Debut.
Starstruck.
All right. Well, I wanted to share that with you folks.
Thank you, Michael.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Don't say it won't be stuck in your head for the rest of the week.
100%.
Do we announce the new Pitbull Tyler show?
No.
Do we, though? I mean, like, is it seems to be locked
Sure,
in,
yeah.
right?
Locked in, yeah.
All right, I'll
It's
tell you.
on the
I'll tell you when
schedule.
we come back. Let's take a quick break. It's the Mike Calta Show. I got that, and I got to tell you about crew stuff when we come back. It's 102.5 The Bone.
Come on.
Your turn.
No.
You
why
press the
isn't it
button.
playing?
You
blew it.
I know. Why isn't it playing?
What is going on with you today?
Oh my Jesus.
Oh my Jesus!
Me.
No, the
Listen,
computer. I'm
guys.
talking to the computer, not you.
Okay, let's try this again.
All right,
Ready?
and go. Ian Beckles is in the studio with us, looking bright as normal. I like that.
How you feeling, big man?
I feel good. I feel a little sore in the elbow and the knee, but for the most part, I feel all right.
Well, God bless you and entertainment. Not everybody would put that out there.
Listen, I laid there
we needed it.
I laid there on the ground. You could see it. There's an extra 2 seconds of me laying on
I
the
could
ground.
feel it.
Because I went like this. I went,
Oh, no.
and then I went, okay, I'm okay. And I went, oh man, that is right on camera. That is right on camera.
Right in the right angle.
Came in, right angle. I came in here. completely covered in dust. Galvin looked at me and he was like, "What happened?" I go, "I fell." And he goes, "Oh, too bad we don't have it." And I go, "I think we do." And I sat right down here and pulled it up and put it up immediately.
I haven't saved for any. Like, I don't get sad often. If I do,
right,
just pull it
Watch
up.
that.
Yeah, it makes me feel better.
Gio did a great remix of it. It shows Darth Vader throwing me outside and then landing a piece of equipment on me, which I think is great. There's another one that a listener did of Orton giving me the RKO, which is great. It's open up for your own interpretation.
How many views did it get? I'm hearing everybody talk about it.
It was like at 80,000 last time I checked, but that was a couple of days ago. Yeah,
and that's just that one with the other ones, Right,
you look on Facebook and on TikTok and all that stuff. It's probably probably closer to 200,000.
You knew when you put that out, it was going to get hits. You knew that.
Listen to me. I am never going to. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm never going to dive into the dirt. But if I fall into the dirt, it's going out.
100%.
I can't make fun of everybody else and not make fun of myself.
Well, I mean, we're close to the same age.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to fall.
Yeah, but when we fall now, it's way more detrimental than it was if we fell 20 years ago.
Now, personally, I would have fallen a little more elegant than that one.
Yeah, but you'd think so.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Here's why. I'll explain. I'll give you the run through.
Yes.
I walked outside, and outside I have concrete pavers. And if you look to the right, somebody said a very racist thing. They said my backyard looks like a black person's backyard. Which I was like, I don't get that.
I'm not offended.
Does that mean nice?
With like a rich person's backyard?
Yeah.
That's what I say. So the area of my backyard is that you're seeing that video is behind my garage. It's not my yard. It's not what we see from the house. It's not. I have a trailer out there with some pots and some soil on it because there's a little butterfly garden right out there. Immediately out there is the tiles, the extra tiles for the roof. When the tile and the roof people put it there, and then my air conditioning unit. It's not a place you congregate. When I walked outside, I'm wearing rubber. Not rubber. I'm not in New York. Rubber UFOs flip flops.
Okay.
And when I stepped outside, the concrete caught the tip of the flip flop, forcing me to fall forward.
Okay.
Then my body was like, quick, you got to start running because you're going to fall on your face. So I was like, all right. And I started gearing up with the run. And then my body was like, you're not going to make it. Prepare for landing. And I did. And I went, because I hit the soft dirt. Another half a foot, I would have smashed my face on the wood. That would have sucked. Hit the soft dirt. Arm fell. Knee took the brunt of it. And I laid there and laughed.
Well, that explains you were running into the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's why it wasn't graceful. It's because I was trying to catch up with Jim to beat the fall.
I've fished my entire life.
Yeah.
And last year I was at a Doug Wechter tournament. And I'm on the boat and I'm fishing in the flats. And all of a sudden the boat moved funny. And I was like almost I was in the air.
Yeah.
And I conceded. I go, oh no.
Yeah.
And I fell in the water.
Oh, you fell in the water?
In the water. If you're standing on a flats boat and you get wonky.
That boat moved hilarious. Not funny.
There was 3 21-year-old kids in the boat.
Okay.
So I'm in the water, and they're all looking at me with these huge eyes, and I get myself back in the boat, which hurt my body to get myself back in the boat. And I get back in, I look at them, I go, you're allowed to laugh. And they just started belting out, and I go, come on, I know I'm a big, scary guy, but laugh, please. I'd be laughing.
Falling in the water is always funny.
Yeah. Nobody was hurt, and there was no sharks in that area.
I'll tell you, the getting back on a boat is my worst fear, I think.
What kind of boat?
Any boat. Getting on the, like my brother has a boat that had a little metal ladder, and I was like, I'll just climb on the ladder. It's hard to pull yourself out of the water.
Very hard. Yes. With no ladder for a big man?
Yeah. Oh, like I watched that movie where the scuba divers fall off the boat and they don't have a ladder drawn and
open water.
Yeah, it was open water 2, I think. And at that point, I would just go crazy and kill myself, I think, because I'd be going nuts.
On the cruise, as I'm looking over, I couldn't help but think of those USF kids being out in that water for a couple of days. Like, I don't know. I'm a tough dude. I don't know if anybody's that tough.
No. I mean, there's no sleep involved. If you don't have a raft or something, you can't go to sleep. And if you do, you're a sitting target for anything that could bite you.
It's not good sleep.
It's not good sleep.
No way.
Not good sleep.
No way.
Even if you're getting on top of the raft, you're still a target for something to come up and take a bite out of you.
And they're all hallucinating together.
Yeah.
Right.
And, we probably don't know half the stories because the one guy from US, he watches all his friends die one by one.
Yeah.
Imagine what stories he has.
No, I couldn't imagine. I thought they were making a movie about that.
I think they did.
They did?
I thought they did.
Well, you don't want to mess with the water. Mother Nature will always beat you. Always beat you.
Mm-hmm. And God forbid you're seasick.
Oh, yeah.
You could be the toughest person in the world. You ain't getting over that one.
No, not at all.
I took John Tortorella out once, and right when we're going
I hope he threw up.
Oh, please. When we get under the bridge at John's Pass, on the way out, I go, "You okay, coach?" He goes, "I don't think so." He goes, "I just took a pill." And I go, "You probably should have taken it an hour ago."
Yeah.
He runs down to the bottom of the boat, starts throwing up.
Which makes you feel better.
He went up to the top of the boat, fell asleep, and didn't raise his head till we're on the way back. We went hour out and fished for 4 hours.
So I went out on a boat one time. It was me, a couple other guys, and a large handful of 2001 strippers. Perfect. Who were out drinking all day and having a good time. And where was I? Sleeping downstairs. I took that one. That will knock you out, man. That what is that? Dramamine.
Dramamine
will knock you out. I don't think they do anything for nausea. I think they just knock you out.
I've never had a problem with boats. That's good.
Never. I wish to God. I never had a problem on the cruise. No. Ever. We hit a hurricane and didn't have a problem on the cruise. Saw a great video though of guys yesterday who live on what it seems like probably a fishing ship. Now, this happened to me when I was a kid. I went to Bermuda one time, and we hit a storm. And the boat was so rough that it would go up all the way, and then when it came down, you felt like you were climbing a mountain.
Been there.
These kids, they figure that out. They've been on a boat so long, they know what happens. So this guy took a broom, like a witch's broom, and when the boat went down, he got on the broom and went up, and it looked like he floated up on the broom. It was pretty funny. Those guys have to live with that on a daily. My two cousins are out on boats. One's a captain of a yacht. One's a fishing boat captain, and the two of them, I can't imagine what that's like. I mean, they have hands like sailors, so I'd imagine their insides are sailors.
Well, you're going to go through some scary time. I had a 20-foot flats boat in my backyard, and I had to bring it to the marina from Culberth Isles to just where Hula Bay is.
Right.
I thought I was going to die.
Oh, really?
Okay, I mean, when there's big seas and your boat's going down and the water's going over the top, I go, I'm not going to make it.
Oh, there is a great account to watch on Instagram called The Qualified Captain. And the qualified captain is unqualified captains. And it is great. Them crashing into boats, going over other boats. It's awesome. Are you watching any of this UFL football, this rock and whatever the other league was, combination, the XFL, USFL?
I'll be honest, I didn't know what was going on.
Oh, really? That's what I think.
I have no idea.
Because I like Anthony Becht is one of the coaches, and I like Anthony. I'm like, let's support his team or whatever. Yeah. And I keep forgetting that it's on. And then the other day I put it on. Yeah, it is.
What is it, Saturday at 1? So are you ever watching TV Saturday at 1?
No, but it is on Sunday too, no? I did. Maybe I watched a replay.
I don't even know it was on.
Yeah. You watching any of it, Gio?
Yeah, I caught like 10, 15 minutes of it.
What is the quality of play?
Not great.
Really?
Yeah.
How can it be great?
Yeah.
I mean, other than
you can tell why they're not in the NFL.
Well, there's part of it, but if you keep on trying to make the same brand as the NFL, it's not going to work. You got to do CFL, which is a different brand, or Arena, which is a different brand, or lingerie football, which is a different brand. You can't do the same game. It's just lesser football.
Arena football, I thought was good
because it was different.
Yes, because it was football, but it had different rules and it was quick. And I liked arena football.
Football, hockey.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah. I'll give you that. And this thing is they're trying to be a competition to the NFL, which is never going to happen. But we always imagine that the level of players that didn't make it, that came very close to playing in the NFL, were still really good football players.
I think that's an understatement.
Yeah?
Yes. Because I actually...
Incorrect statement or understatement?
Right, well, understatement because you're right. Okay. Right. People like, you play for the Storm. Guys that play for the Storm, there's guys who are All-American.
Yeah.
That play for the Storm. Like, I did broadcasting for the Storm.
Yeah.
I mean, Darian Connor was on the team. I played with Darian in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. So they have NFL caliber players there. They're just trying to make some money to feed their family.
And it was not a lot of money.
Nope.
No, that was the worst part, is those guys didn't get anything.
I had people ask me after my career, they go, you gonna play for the Storm? And I go, for what?
Yeah.
For what?
Well, they literally were making like 20 grand, weren't they?
I don't know the numbers, but it wasn't high.
Listen, if I'm a kid who has had athletic skills my whole life and I couldn't make it, so I'm out working on a lawn crew, I'd rather have 20 grand to be playing on the Storm, or those 6 months of my life or whatever it is to play on the Storm.
Practice once a week, probably.
Right.
It's not that hard.
Oh, and it was so disrespectful to them because they're in a building that had the lightning. So they would practice out on the concrete.
I was about to say that. That's the last straw for me.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you want me to practice on that? I'm out.
But then again, your Buccaneers are practicing in a parking garage.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty. That was pretty messed up.
That was low times then.
Yeah, that was when That's like in the movie, like when you see David Justice in Moneyball, and he's like, "We have to pay for soda around here." That's what you guys were doing. You were playing in the parking lot.
Yeah, we were playing with half a deck, like in the early '90s.
Yeah.
But when I went elsewhere, I'm like, "This is the way it's supposed to be," because New Culver House was cheap beyond cheap.
Like the offices were trailers.
Literally.
Yeah. Like a connection of trailers.
You want to talk about black people owned? That, like the Buccaneers seemed like they were black owned.
I was going to say, it looked like they were practicing in your backyard.
For real.
I'll tell you the one thing though is that made me laugh is the weight room was outside.
Yep.
Which was ridiculous.
And rusty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the food was in the hallway.
Well, our practice facility was on a tarmac.
On a tarmac, right in the airport, like you're breathing in jet fuel every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not healthy. Yeah. It was so funny because I'd walk in there, be a line, like, what's everybody doing? They go, they're getting food. Mm-hmm. And I go, they had a cafeteria, and they go, no, they just get it and eat at their lockers.
Well, Alvin Harper came. I was thinking I was talking to Derek Brooks about this on our podcast. Alvin Harper came in here and he says to Sam, "You guys owe us per diem." He was like, "What?" He goes, "This is not good enough." And the next day we had per diem. Like for 6 years, I didn't get a check.
Right.
And then we were supposed to be getting like $100 and something for every away game. And all of a sudden they start paying to us. Like I should go back and try to get all the reimbursed money they owe.
They were not giving you away game per diems, and then did Alvin Harper play somewhere else?
Dallas.
Oh, so he got all the top.
So when Ty J goes to Dallas,
right.
He hits me up. He goes, "Dude, I got sweatsuits, shoes, this, that. I have 3 helmets." I'm like, "Get out of here, dude! Come on!" I mean, it's a different level.
Yeah,
different level.
It's a lot of money, man.
Lots and lots of money in Dallas.
There's plenty of money here now.
Yeah. You got a Super Bowl. You know, Tony Dungy is the reason. The only reason is Tony Dungy. He turned it around. Without Tony Dungy, it wouldn't happen.
What?
Because we were garbage.
The organization. Yeah. I thought you meant the locker room. Yeah, no. You're right. I mean, Tony Dungy came in here and he totally whipped this team into shape.
Yeah, we did.
And then handed it to John Gruden, who handed it to the championship. Yeah.
No, John Gruden won the champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. He handed this team that had been turned around.
I always give John Gruden 100% of the credit. Okay, but very few people adopt that. Very few.
I don't know why. Listen, you can tell me that somebody's been around for a long time. That's great. That doesn't make him a hero. Doesn't make him a classic. I mean, Tony Dungy was, but until they win that game, that winning, that's the winning coach, the one who was there when he won.
Correct. Well, I tell you what's not fair in sports, and it happens all the time. People say this guy can't. How dare you say somebody can't while they're doing it?
Yeah.
Like they said Peyton Manning couldn't win. They say LeBron James couldn't win. They said Tony Dungy couldn't win. And then they end up being they were Hall of Fame players.
Yeah,
so don't do that.
Listen, you see a lot of memes and stuff of people telling you, when other people tell you negativity and all that. That's a number one thing. Don't listen to anybody.
Don't listen to anybody. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Don't listen to anybody. And I try to teach my kids if I can, like one of the most important things is, and I didn't have this until I was in my 20s, but don't care what other people think about you. Don't care. I mean, to the extent that don't let that stop you. Make sure they respect you, but don't let that stop you from trying to do stuff, because you can miss out on so many things just because you're worried about that. And I think clearly people putting that video out there, it shows you that I don't care what you think.
God bless.
I don't care.
And I try to teach people. I've said this for many years on the radio. I would like 1 million people to hate me one day.
Yeah.
Because that means I'm really balling.
10 million people like you.
More than that.
Yeah.
More than that. I mean, who hates people? Who has more haters, Justin Timberlake or me?
Oh, that's true.
Justin Timberlake has millions. And why? Because he's great.
Yeah.
Hate me, spell my name right, and tag me.
Yep.
There you go.
I don't hate Justin Bieber, and I watched him over the weekend.
Why would anybody hate Justin Bieber?
First of all,
for being great?
Carmen will tell you his music is fantastic.
His music is excellent.
But he was out there at Coachella, and he was wearing a polo shirt with a sweater vest over it and shorts, and I went, that'd be me if I had all that money. I'd just be chilling out.
You know what I love about Justin Bieber? He's never really cared.
No.
He's just doing his own thing. Oh, what? Oh, I hate him because he was driving his Lamborghini down the road smoking weed. Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
That's just a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing.
You just named some of the best things all my favorite bands have done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And he could really sing.
Yeah.
How many people can really sing
since
in
he was a kid? Since he was
really
a little
sing.
kid. Yeah.
Very talented.
We talk about this when we were on the last cruise, not the Calta cruise, the one I went on a couple of weeks before that. They announced that Kanye was going to be doing a listening party here, and it was him and somebody else. I can't remember. Doing a listening party in Amalie Arena, and they were going to fill Amalie Arena and listen to new music, and then the whole thing just got canceled and everything went away. No, it didn't happen, but they were selling tickets for it.
Was it Antonio Brown, the other person? No, he works for Kanye West.
He does?
Absolutely.
What does he do?
He runs some sports management something.
Would you let him run anything?
He had a hit song.
Antonio Brown?
Yeah.
Was it a hit? He had a song.
All the NFL players were doing his dance last year.
Yeah, but that's also because they're supporting their guy, but that song was not great. We played that.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible. But so is Ice Ice Baby.
How dare
Was it better than Scoopity Poop?
Scoopity Poop was terrible. Scoopity Poop was terrible. We had Antonio Brown on hold, and we were offering things to come on the show, and one of the things was included was us playing his hit song.
And Bitcoin?
And my PlayStation.
No, it wasn't Bitcoin. It was Dogecoin, I think.
Yeah. Which is probably worth a lot now.
Dogecoin, a PlayStation, what else?
It was Dogecoin, a PlayStation, play a song.
Carmen's going to send news.
Yeah.
Because he told me, send the bag or leave me alone.
That's right. That's right. Send the bag.
So we had to fill up the bag.
Yeah.
He's a businessman.
What can we do I want to go fishing? Where can we go? Like, do you know how I want to fish off the Skyway?
Why?
Because I think it's fun to just chill out there. And
I disagree.
Really?
I disagree. It sounds like mayhem. I see walking involved. I see a lot of stuff that you don't like to do. Lugging. Okay, I like
Plus,
stuff.
if you fall off there.
Oh, man, game over.
See you later.
Let me start it. I'd like to drive the Sprinter out
There you go. Get Tom
to
and
the
put
Skyway.
the bait on your hook.
Open the door and just put the pole out the door.
Oh, there's a TV that pops out of the back. I mean, we could have a good time out there.
Never get out of the vehicle.
Never get off the boat.
Just
I'll
sit
hold
there.
the pole. I'll hold the pole, boss.
Hey, boss.
Have you ever said I'm rich before?
No. Oh, I mean, I say it as a joke.
Yeah, I know, but I've never heard you actually say it.
But I'm not.
Well, I'm rich and I use your Sprinter.
Yeah,
So that makes you wealthy.
I'm not rich. I am definitely way better off than I was when I was a kid, but I'm
You're
not
rich.
rich. No, you know who's rich?
Who are you talking to say you're not rich? I don't
Right.
get it.
Jeff
Who are you talking
Bezos is rich.
He's wealthy.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos
He's wealthy.
is super wealthy.
You're super rich.
No, that is not. I got to tell you, that is not. I still have bills. I still have
What does
stress.
that mean? Everybody has
I know, but I mean, like, rich people don't care about, like,
more
Mark,
money, more problems.
Did you see Mark Cuban's post yesterday?
Once again, wealthy.
Very wealthy.
Very.
You know how much he paid in taxes?
Probably $500 million.
$288 million.
Okay, yeah.
He said, "Here is me mailing in my tax check." He was transferring the money, and it was $288 million. He said he was happy to do his part as an American because it made him rich here, and he's happy to pay it.
One
like
of the
he was
first
saying,
years
some
he's
people
paid his taxes.
No, stop it. He was saying that some people will complain about having to pay taxes. He's happily paying $288 million.
Sure, I'd be happy too because that means I'm worth over $5 billion.
Oh my!
That means you made over $1 billion last year.
I know.
So what do you have to complain about?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't complaining at all.
good.
Yeah,
These are the taxes
Those
from
are
my
rich
American
people.
accounts.
those people are rich.
Well, I listen all the time, and you say things like the ice maker in my living room, and like you have numerous ice makers, so it's just
I have two ice makers in
That's it?
comparison to my refrigerators. It's a.
How many refrigerators?
I don't know. I lost track. Guy found one the other day, Carmen. There was one we weren't even counting. Yeah.
See, what you're talking about, those people, they have generational wealth. Like their family members don't have to work. That is a different level. But you are rich.
Yes.
That is.
It's not debatable.
I don't even own a vehicle. I don't even drive it. I borrow one of Stingray Chevrolet's vehicles.
You just bought your son his second vehicle.
You have 100. Your driveway's 100 yards long. Am I wrong?
100 yards
That's the
long.
longest driveway I've ever seen.
It is pretty long. One of my neighbors, the C word that moved out, they complained that there were too many cars in the driveway when COVID was going on and we were starting to broadcast from here. And the security guard said to him, his driveway is a quarter mile long. Who cares how many cars he has in his driveway? He can put as many cars in there as he wants.
That wasn't Pat Blart, is it? That's up front?
Paul Blart. Pat Blart. I never met Pat. No,
the new girl.
But no, that was the old new regime. Yeah.
Me and Pat are dating.
They're all very nice. I just don't know them.
She knows me now. That's the most important. She sees me. Mike Calta.
Well, we only have two black people allowed at a time in this whole place. So, yeah. Did you watch UFC on Saturday?
I did.
You did?
I did.
I figured at the Common House it was nothing but peace. You guys wouldn't-
We're a very peaceful place.
Yeah.
We do like violence and late night violence.
It was really good.
What an ending. What an ending to that fight. For him to be up in a fight
Yeah.
and just say, let's go, let's finish it, and put the guy asleep with
Yep.
once. I've never seen an ending like that.
That was the second time that you had a knockout. It was great.
He got $600,000 in bonuses because
For
there's
that?
$300,000 bonuses were given out for UFC 300. So he got fight of the night and performance of the night.
God bless.
Yeah, it was good. It was. I tell you, we watched every fight from the prelims all the way down to the end, and I had a ball. I thought it was great.
And I heard you guys talking about Jake Paul. Not enough people are giving Jake Paul just credit for just going in there.
Jake Paul? I don't want
just for going in there.
Nothing you can do to get me to fight Mike Tyson.
That's what I'm saying.
But the problem is people want real fights. They don't want exhibitions, and I get it. They're still going to be punching each other and doing stuff, but there's not going to be a clear winner. It's like the Jones Tyson fight. You know, there was no winner. There was nothing. So it's just kind of like kissing your cousin kind of thing.
Nothing at stake.
I feel like more people. I feel like Mike Tyson is preparing more for this fight than he did for the other fight.
I agree.
Like the other fight looked like two old uncles fighting at a barbecue.
Yeah, I think he is too, but it doesn't matter unless there's a knockout.
You're right. That's what I don't care that it's exhibition on the terms of like they're not winning anything, but I do want to see a winner. I do want to see a distinct winner.
To me, it's just like when it's the same as when Logan Paul fought Mayweather. It's the same thing, you know?
Well, you have to watch out when you say exhibition and not saying it's a real fight, because what you guys did in the Punch-Out were exhibitions, but they're real fights.
Yeah.
Those guys were fighting.
Yeah.
So if Mike Tyson and Jake Paul go in the ring and they both want to win, we're going to see a real fight. And I think Roy Jones and Mike Tyson was an arrangement. They both said, let's not make each other look bad.
Yeah, but they didn't even really try.
I know. That's why I think if they'd have really pounded each other, they'd be both hurt for months after that. They didn't want that. But this one, I just think it's a little different.
Could Roy Jones have won?
Roy Jones, I mean, everybody looks at Mike Tyson couldn't fight at the end of his career. Neither could Roy Jones. So what would make you think 20 years later that Roy Jones is still good? These guys I see fighters when they're in their late 30s and everybody goes, he's punch drunk and he's slow. These guys are in their 50s.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson's moving pretty good right now.
Again,
I told Antonio Tarver when he was in here, he changed Roy Jones Jr. as a fighter when he knocked him out.
100%.
Changed him. Because he was
100%.
untouchable. He was so fast. It was ridiculous. He was so at ease in the ring. Once he got knocked out, he became a different fighter, and that's because of Antonio Tarver.
Well, Roy Jones, I love boxing. Roy Jones Jr., for a stint of 5 years, I don't know if he lost a round.
Yeah.
He was that good. And watch that Tarver fight, and I was there. Tarver walked in, goes, you going to have any excuses today, Roy?
Yeah.
He knew he was going to beat him.
Yeah.
He knew he was going to beat him, and Roy looked funny. Like, Antonio Tarver was not scared at all.
No.
That's beautiful.
No.
You were out in Vegas for that?
No, it was the one here.
The one here, okay.
The one here. Wasn't it here?
No, so I went out to the one in Vegas where he knocked him out for the first fight.
There was two of them, yeah.
For the second fight, I thought that I didn't know that whether that was here or not. But the first one, when he knocked Roy Jones Jr. out, that was the loudest it's ever been anywhere.
Yep.
It was unbelievable because nobody thought Roy Jones Jr. could ever lose.
Correct.
Ever.
In all my years of going to concerts, I can tell you what the loudest was. Does anybody want to guess?
I am going to say I think I know.
Kiss.
I think I know.
Oh, okay.
Loudest in a concert.
No, I will tell you the loudest music-wise was AC/DC, without a doubt. AC/DC hurt my head as I was listening to
You've
it.
been to a Slayer concert?
I have not.
Been to many.
Yeah, so I'm talking about the crowd.
I think I know.
You know too?
I believe
I
so.
have said it before.
Is it a rock band?
No?
Lady Gaga.
It's a lady.
It's a lady.
No, Taylor Swift.
No?
Oh, no,
Beyonce.
I know.
What?
Miley Cyrus.
No.
Oh.
Actually, I don't even know her name. I can't think of it right now. I
well,
could say I could describe her, but it was
You want me to say?
Yeah.
Demi Lovato?
Nope, you're in
Oh.
that range. Lizzie McGuire. What's her name?
yeah.
Hillary Duff.
Hillary Duff.
I was at the concert. I
love her.
Shut up at the Sun-Dome?
With my daughter. And Jack Harris. I was at that concert.
Oh, that's fine.
Worst music I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
She had two songs that were like popular, and then the rest was garbage.
Awful.
Yeah, but I'm telling you right now, I had my niece and my sister who were little kids at the time, and they were sitting with my wife, and I went to go get some sodas, and on my way back, the lights got low and everybody cheered, and then the music came on and the screams made me shake. I stopped and I looked like I thought something else was happening besides the I'd never heard anything that loud in my life. It shook me to my soul.
See, our kids are different ages, so it could have been the same concert. The one I was
No, this was my sister and my niece, so it probably was.
I remember Jack Harris being there, and every intermission him going to drink his Bud Lights.
Oh, probably. Yeah, it sounds like Jack.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it was the loudest thing I'd ever been a part of. It was, and I remember this is at the Sun Dome, and I've only really seen 3 concerts or 4 concerts in my life at the Sun Dome that I saw Hillary Duff. I saw what's that band that I almost beat? Third Eye Blind. And years and years before I was in radio, I went to see Faith No More and Billy Idol. Yeah,
I saw Black Eyed Peas and Pussycat Dolls, and I got a chance to meet Fergie and the Pussycat Dolls. Me and Fergie vibed, and Nicole Scherzinger is the nicest looking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
She is gorgeous,
like ridiculous.
And that candle is smarter than she is.
I've heard.
Yes,
I've heard.
But she is gorgeous.
Like you sculpted her.
Yeah.
Like you're like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Sometimes I thank God for those things. Like I'll see an ass or I'll see a girl and I'll go, okay. Hey God, thank you. I feel like you took extra time on that one, and I feel like somebody should say thank you for that. I'm never going to see it, but I appreciate you. Just being out there to roam the earth.
Yeah, thank you, somebody.
Were you? Did you go see UFC over at Sun Dome or no? Cain Velasquez. It was way back.
I don't remember. My brother-in-law
back.
told me we went to a UFC fight at the Sun Dome, and I don't remember, so it might have been that one.
We went because we had Joe Rogan on, and he was talking about Cain Velasquez. He said, "Watch this guy; he's gonna be heavyweight champ." But this was, I think, his first fight in the
Cain
UFC.
Velasquez became a big deal. Yeah,
and like Jens Pulver was still fighting the UFC
really?
and everything. Because my brother Tim was down here, and we all went, but I didn't know whether you went or not.
I don't remember. It sounds familiar, but that's how old I am now.
And they also did the camera pan on the audience, and my brother Tim did the robot.
I saw Marcus Jones get knocked out of the Sun Dome.
Oh yeah,
and it's hard to watch your people get knocked out.
Yeah, did he get knocked out or just get beat up?
No.
Oh, he really went out.
He got put to sleep.
Do you know the story with that? He was on the show promoting that.
Oh, was he really?
And he was so yeah. So all right. So there's 2 parts. We used to have an intern, black kid. I can't remember his name, but
N-word.
No. We didn't call him that.
No, didn't you have somebody in your show called the N-word or something?
No.
N4.
N4, that's it.
N4 was our 4th.
I'm not accusing you of anything.
Yeah.
No.
There's a big difference.
Well, N4, N-word is the thing.
No, it's not. Let me tell you.
Listen, hey, Mike, you're good.
No, let me tell you why. Somebody brought this up to me.
Okay.
I numbered N4.
Okay.
There was N1,
okay.
N2, and they were like, "You're racist." I'm like, "Why am I racist?" And they're like, "Why you call him N4?"
Okay.
There's new listener number 1, new listener number 2. I don't know what you're thinking of.
All black?
Yeah, they were new black listener number 1. So anyway, we had the intern whose name was like Brian or something. I don't remember.
A black guy, Brian?
It was a very
confused.
white name. And Marcus was in the studio, and we brought him in, and we said, Marcus, because Marcus didn't meet his opponent yet. And we're like, we have your opponent here. And this kid came in all bowed up. And Marcus was like, hey, went to shake his hand, and the kid leaned into Marcus, and Marcus was, oh, you want to be that way? And they were head to head.
Really?
And then finally Marcus jumped, and we had to jump in the middle. Galvin had to throw himself in the middle of it because that kid was in his ass kicked.
Well, let me tell you something about first of all, Marcus is one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Yes.
He doesn't take anything for free.
No.
He won't take anything for free. But when I'm talking about being strong, like I was stronger than almost everybody.
Right.
That's not being cocky.
No, you're getting a low center of gravity.
No, but just pushing weights, okay?
Right.
Like I'm the strongest in Indiana history.
Okay.
Marcus said he benched 520 in college.
Oh.
I was at a party once. He was drinking and he was joking around. I go, Marcus, keep your hands to yourself. And he grabs me and lays me down on the ground and he's tickling me. I'm a full-grown ass man. I'm a full-grown man. And that's funny, Carmen.
That's very funny.
I want to watch you get tickled.
And I'm like, don't tickle me. And I'm like, he's treating me like a little girl. I don't like it.
Yeah,
Very
he's
strong.
a big man.
Very strong.
But he made a bet with us that if he lost the fight, he had to stand on the street corner in a dress. And he tried to bail out of it, but he did it.
Did it?
He did it. Yep. He's a man of his word.
Don't do that.
But then he's nowhere to be found.
He never really hung out much. He did.
Last time I saw him was at Allstott's retirement party at Raymond James Stadium where he was mad at Sapp. He wanted to fight Sapp.
I have 10 stories from that party.
Yeah.
Like everybody, John Gruden, if they'd have put a camera on him,
Oh yeah, he was not.
You talk about being a leper. People were scurrying from him. And on the other end of the spectrum, Tony Dungy, Rod Marinelli, Monty Kiffin had lines.
Yeah.
Lines of people paying their dues. And people were scurrying.
I never played for John Gruden, so I don't know him any other capacity other than being a fan. I love him as a fan.
And that's okay. That's okay.
I don't ever have any personal
I
stories.
know a lot.
Yeah.
Look, he was my offensive coordinator in Philadelphia, and I hated him then.
There is the video if you want to see Marcus Jones,
Oh, yeah, look at that.
intern. Look at me. I think I'm going to stop him with one hand on each of them.
Oh,
They are swole, though.
yeah. Look.
Well, we had him, our intern, put on like sweatshirts and the hoodie and everything, so he looked even bigger. But Marcus, man, he's a big dude.
Yeah, he is.
He was in great shape.
Yeah.
And right now, Mike is egging them on and saying stuff that, and he said this about you, Marcus, and blah, 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 and this and that.
Me? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'm like, please don't do anything. No. Please don't.
If Marcus moves forward, you got to step away. I'm just telling Marcus is that guy. Because I tried to block him. I don't think I ever. He's ready to, and he's shaking.
Yeah, he started bouncing up and down and stuff. And yeah.
Watch, it goes.
And I'm trying not to make eye contact like it's a dog. You know what I mean? Like, don't look directly in his eyes.
Yeah, I'm getting flashbacks of trying to block him in practice.
Where is it?
Kicks in here in a second.
He kicks him?
No, he kicks in.
Oh, I thought you said he kicked him. I'm like,
Look at that. Oh, yeah. We had to tell him it was a joke.
funny.
I gotta tell you, I did a lot better than I thought.
Yeah, that's kind of very strong.
Maybe. What do you say? Marcus didn't really want to fight?
Not me. No, I'm kidding. He's giant.
Yeah, it was a good time. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where he is. I haven't seen him since.
I haven't heard from Marcus in maybe 10 years.
Yeah,
A long,
I wonder if
long
he's
time.
still here.
I don't know.
Yeah.
His wife used to say he was a lab experiment because he has extra teeth, and she goes, she goes, do you know that in his area they were testing on people, and he has extra teeth, and he benches 550, and I'm like,
oh, he might be bionic.
He might be something from elsewhere.
Do you know what else we got out of Marcus? We heard Moose talk like a black man for the first time. Do it, Spanish. Do it. You gotta do it.
Terrible.
Oh, you gonna do me like that, Marcus?
Yeah, he goes. He wouldn't come on the air after his loss, and Spanish and Moose is like, "Come on, Marcus," and he's like, "Oh man, you gonna do me like that?" And we're like,
do me like that?
I've heard Pete become Canadian talking to hockey players.
Yeah.
One of the best conversations that I heard on the cruise was Pete and the pit boss.
Oh.
When he goes, washi washi.
Yeah.
And she goes, I'm Japanese. She goes, that's Chinese. And she goes, Chinese, Japanese, same thing. She goes, I'm Korean.
Oh.
So Pete goes, she's calling me fat now. Look at her. She's calling me fat in her language and her mind. Pete is funny, dude.
Are we done? We walk into the thing and they go, washi washi, for you to wash your hands.
Yeah.
And so Pete walks in and he goes, washi washi. And she goes, belly belly. And I went, wow, okay. I get you.
Which I loved that. The hand washing station.
Sure.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
We're filthy Americans.
Yeah.
Well, what can you do?
Whatever.
Ian, thank you for coming by.
My pleasure, bro.
Just stop by and see Ian at the Dignitary Kava House, which is on Gandy and don't tell me how I'm going to get this, West Shore. Jesus
It's a
Christ.
smoke shop too now. Full smoke shop.
Smoke shop, Kava House, Scrabble tournaments, all sorts of
Chess,
stuff.
yeah.
Chess.
If you want to come out as gay.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's a
it's
good
a
place to do it.
Facts.
Coming out
Yeah.
spot.
Facts.
Hoppy still hang out there?
No, sir. No, sir.
We should do the next Punch Out, be underground, and have Hoppy and Dizzy have a rematch. Dizzy wants to kill him.
Yeah. That would be awesome if we could do it underground somewhere.
Yeah, it's like a fight club kind of thing.
Do it in my backyard.
In the sewer.
Dignitary Cafe backyard.
Dignitary
Let's go.
Cafe, Punch Out.
In the sewers.